Lin K, you're so selfish. I'm only asking you to give me your college admission exemption spot. It's not like you're losing out. A young girl's aggrieved voice rings out. Lin K's mind grows hazy. Huh? Have I transmigrated? This is a parallel world where games have invaded reality, and everyone unlocks a job class. Dangerous monsters, secret realms, and dungeons spread across the land outside city walls. What students learn from childhood is not traditional school subjects. Instead, they study job, class knowledge for warriors, mages, assassins, and more. Lin K's parents were both police officers. They died protecting civilians during a monster riot. Under Huaxiao law, children of martyrs are exempt from the National College Entrance Exam and granted an admission exemption spot. As soon as news got out, Han Shuer came straight to Lin K. Lin K, don't you have a crush on me? If you give me your exemption spot, I might give you a chance to pursue me. You awakened summoner, widely known as the weakest job class in the world. Even if you get into university, you won't have much of a future. You'd better hand the spot over to me. Otherwise, I'll never talk to you again. Lin K's thoughts clear, and he looks at the girl before him. She has a pretty face, fair skin, and big dewy almond eyes. No wonder the original host was so infatuated with her. 3 whole years. For 3 years, every cent of the state compensation given to Lin K had been drained by this girl. At first, she asked for money for bags, cosmetics, and in-game skins. Later, she demanded cash for outings and trips with her various male friends. Lin K's brows furrow, deep disgust welling up in his eyes. I've transmigrated, and I still run into a girl who leeches off others. She tricked him out of money and affection. Now she even wants the exemption spot earned with his parents' lives. Get lost. Lin K does not hold back and slaps her hard. Han Shuer lets out a cry and tumbles into the roadside greenery. Breathing out slowly, Lin K feels as if a weight has lifted from his shoulders. Ding. Detected host breaks free from emotional shackles, mind fully unchained. Awakening exclusive SSS, rank hidden talent, Super Soul Resonance. Huh. Lin K blinks. I've awakened a talent. And it's the highest tier SSS, rank hidden talent. On Blue Star, job, class holders have a small chance to awaken a job talent. Such occurrences are 1 in 10,000. Awakening a talent does not guarantee strength, yet every powerful fighter possesses one. Talents are ranked from lowest to highest. F, E, D, C, B, A, S, SS, SSS. Lin K has obtained an exclusive hidden talent among SSS, ranked talents. Rarity makes all the difference. Exclusivity is supreme. Overjoyed, Lin K immediately checks his talent's description. Super Soul Resonance. 1 random chance to raise a summon's quality. Guaranteed critical boost. 2. Gain double the summon's attributes and skills. 3. Summons gain the over-motivated personality. They will actively hunt monsters to level up and evolve their skills. After reading it, Lin K is stunned. Truly worthy of an SSS, rank hidden talent. Utterly overpowered. All 3 effects are utterly monstrous. The first effect grants 1 random quality boost for a summon, with a guaranteed critical boost. This means Lin K can raise his summon's quality by at least 2 tiers. With good luck, he might even push it all the way to SSS quality. The second effect grants him double his summon's attributes. The main reason summoners are written off as the weakest combat class is that summoners themselves have no combat power. If enemies bypass the summons, the summoner dies instantly. But this talent gives Lin K double his summon stats in other words, he becomes twice as strong as his own summon. If he summons an SSS, quality beast, Lin K himself becomes a human-shaped divine beast. Moreover, summoners unlock 1 new summon slot every 10 levels. As his level rises, Lin K's combat power will equal the combined strength of all his summons, multiplied by 2. Still, the third ability excites him most. Summons can actively hunt monsters to level up and evolve skills on their own. That means Lin K does not need to lift a finger. His summons farm monsters, and he gains experience. He can grow invincible without effort. Wow, this talent is absurdly broken. One could almost call it cheating. Wait, the cheat code belongs to me? Haha, that's fine then. Lin K ducks into an empty alley. He focuses his mind and murmurs, summon. Buzz, buzz, buzz. A golden, intricate summoning array lights up beneath his feet, shrouded in swirling mist. Light flickers, and a pitch-black kitten appears before him. It is 30 centimeters long, with sharp, gleaming fangs and piercing eyes. Summon, Gale Cat, quality, B, level, LV1, attribute, wind, physique, 3, agility, 5, spirit, 3, personality. Over motivated, proud, skills, stealth, Gale slash. Lin K's eyes light up. His first summon is a Gale Cat. Not bad, though its quality is quite underwhelming. Only B rank. Yet he has one chance to raise his summon's quality. Taking a deep breath, brimming with anticipation, Lin K mutters, "Raise Gale Cat's quality." The moment the words leave his mouth, blazing light erupts from the Gale Cat. The status panel within Lin K's mind flickers non-stop. Lin K grits his teeth inwardly. Critical boost, critical boost. Give me a critical boost. Ding. Congratulations. Triggered 10-fold critical boost. Summon quality raised to SSS. Whoa, it actually triggered. And straight to top tier SSS quality. Lin K is overjoyed. At the same time, the Gale Cat undergoes a dramatic transformation. Its body grows to half a meter long, lithe yet bursting with explosive power. Its ears stand tall. Its fur flows like netherworld flames. Golden vertical pupils glow with bone, chilling cold light. Summon, Nether Gale Cat, quality, SSS, level, LV1, attribute, wind, darkness, physique, 8, agility, 10, spirit, 7, personality, over, motivated, proud, skills, nether stealth, Nether Gale slash. Truly worthy of SSS quality. Its attributes have more than doubled. It has also gained the extremely rare dark attribute. Only monsters of S rank quality or higher can wield dual attributes. Its skills have also evolved. Nether stealth, enter stealth state for 5 seconds. Stealth duration doubles at night. Cooldown, 30 seconds. Nether Gale slash. Unleash a dark, infused slash dealing damage equal to twice the user's physique. Guaranteed critical hit. Dark power corrodes wounds, inflicting spirit corruption and continuously draining the target's spirit. Lin K clenches his fists in excitement. Both skills are devastating. The Nether Gale Cat has become a killing machine. Alright, Lin K suddenly remembers he gains double his summon's attributes. He wonders how strong that makes him. Display job, class status panel. Name, Lin K, job class, summoner, talent, Super Soul Resonance SSS, level, LV1, physique, 16, agility, 20, spirit, 14, skills, nether stealth, Nether Gale slash. Whoa. Lin K cannot hold back his shock. After receiving double the Nether Gale Cat's attributes, his stats are completely off the charts. Only level 1, yet his physique hits 16, spirit 14. His agility reaches an astonishing 20. By comparison, heavy, armor warriors start with only 6 physique. Mages start with merely 7 spirit. Assassins begin with just 8 agility. Lin K out, stats every other same. Level job, class holder across the board. Once he raises his level, he will hold power enough to slay gods. Lin K reaches out and scratches the Nether Gale Cat's head. You're all black. How about I name you, Godan? The Nether Gale Cat casts a disdain glance at Lin K, then vanishes in a blur. It runs off. Hey, Godan, where are you going? At that moment, the summoning panel displays real time updates for his summon. Nether Gale Cat thinks your level is too low. It is rushing to the outer city forest zone to hunt monsters and level up. It roars, time to grind. Gotta grow stronger. I will slay every wild beast in these woods. You will receive double experience. Message, don't bother me while I'm farming. Whoa, Godan has quite the fiery temper. Truly fitting for its over-motivated personality. Still, double experience is amazing. That means I level twice as fast as everyone else. My Godan really looks out for me. It farms monsters, and I level up passively. No spirit, point cost, no need to give commands. This is what a summoner is truly meant to be. Suddenly Lin K slaps his forehead. I almost forgot. The National College entrance exam is about to start. He has an exemption spot, but he still needs to report at the exam venue. He heads toward the exam hall. When he arrives, the spacious hall is already packed with examinees. Several proctors stand on the platform, dressed in varied outfits. From their clothing, one can guess which job, class subjects they teach. Those in windbreakers or black robes usually teach mage and priest-related subjects. Those in jackets or tactical suits usually teach warrior and knight-related subjects. Those in tight combat outfits usually teach assassin and archer-related subjects. Those in lab coats teach creature-related introductory courses. Around 60 examinees fill the hall, wearing gear suited to their job classes. This basic gear is provided by the school and carries no special stats. To ensure fairness, each examinee may bring only one piece of personal equipment. A teleportation portal stands before every candidate. A huge screen hangs high above the hall, displaying basic information for all examinees. The candidates murmur among themselves. I'm so nervous. They say this year's exam is harder than usual. If I awaken mage or warrior, I can easily score over 600 points. Who do you think will get the highest score in our exam room? It has to be Lu Hui from Red Maple High School. He awakened heavy, armor warrior. His defense and combat power outshine everyone else. He even unlocked AD, rank talent, dual heavy armor. Whoa, we can't even break through his defense. Lin K walks to the check-in desk and hands his ID card and exemption documents to a proctor. Lin K. The proctor checks the documents against Lin K's face, then claps him on the shoulder. Young man, on behalf of all proctors, I offer my deepest respect for your parents. Please wait on the platform. You may leave once the exam concludes. To guarantee fairness, no candidate may leave early. Thank you, sir. Lin K bows slightly and walks toward the platform. All eyes turn toward him instantly. Whoa, why is that examinee walking up to the platform? He's exempted from the exam, an exemption candidate. An exemption spot. That's awesome. He must be a powerhouse. Yeah, he must have an outstanding job class or awakened a talent. Powerhouse my foot. He's just a total sucker from my school. Lu Hui's words draw everyone's attention. He looks down on Lin K with a sneer. He awakened summoner, the worst job class there is. What? The other examinees stare in shock. Summoner, how can someone with such a bad job class get an exemption spot? Jealousy stirs among the crowd. Lu Hui clicks his tongue. He didn't earn it himself. His parents got killed by monsters and were named martyrs, buying him this spot. But summoner is such a useless job. Even with an exemption, he has no real future. He speaks loud enough for Lin K to hear every word. Lin K will not tolerate such disrespect. He raises his hand, and a slashing strike flies toward Lu Hui. It moves so fast only a faint afterimage can be seen. Another gale slash. In an instant, Lu Hui goes flying and slams hard into the wall 10 meters away. Puffed, he spits out a mouthful of blood. Lin K stares coldly. Do not insult martyrs of Huaxia. If you cannot control your tongue next time, I will not hesitate to silence you. Silence. The entire exam hall falls dead quiet. The students who had been chatting with Lu Hui are dumbfounded. Everyone said summoner was garbage. Yet with one casual strike, he sent a heavy armor warrior with dual heavy armor flying. He is overwhelmingly strong. No one dares step forward to help Lu Hui, afraid of drawing Lin K's wrath. Without heavy armor protecting them, a single strike from him would tear them apart. Some examinees who do not know the full story whisper among themselves. How dare he start a fight in the exam hall? That's reckless. He can afford to be reckless with that kind of power. I'd act the same if I were that strong. Right? Everyone has had enough of Lu Hui's arrogance, strutting around because of his heavy armor warrior class. And he insulted martyrs. Getting off lightly is pure luck. At that moment, the proctor's voice rings out. No private fighting within the exam venue. All candidates, take your positions. The exam is about to begin. Insulting martyrs is a serious offense no one wishes to bear responsibility for. The proctors tacitly choose not to punish Lin K. One proctor helps Lu Hui to his feet. His transparent heavy armor barrier is completely shattered. Black sinister energy lingers, preventing the armor from repairing itself. The proctor's eyes widen. What a vicious slash. This young man must be an extremely gifted warrior or shadow assassin. Lu Hui's face is deathly pale, his body trembling. Han Shuer lied to me. Lin K is no summoner at all. Fear and wariness fill his gaze toward Lin Quebec. He does not dare harbor any thoughts of revenge. The gap between them is far too vast. He has a clear premonition. That same slash could easily cut him to pieces. Lin K reaches the platform and sits down in a corner. An elderly man in a Tang-style outfit stands up at the main podium. Greetings, candidates. I am Chief Examiner Su Qingyang. This year's exam instance is the Misty Forest Dungeon. The more and higher ranked monsters you slay, the higher your score. Cheers erupt among the candidates. Whoa, the hardest difficulty beginner level dungeon. We're doomed. Why is this year's exam so tough? I've heard people have died inside the Misty Forest. Su Qingyang, you have 3 hours on the clock. The exam begins now. At the signal, candidates rush into the teleportation portals toward the Misty Forest. Every point counts. 1 point can separate hundreds of examinees in the rankings. Lin K leans back comfortably in his chair, planning to take a nap. Being exempt feels great, sitting back and watching everyone else take the test. Suddenly, his summoning panel lights up. Godan has found a den of flame rats. It excitedly declares all these rats are its prey. Godan slays LV1 Flame Rat. Experience plus 5. Summoner experience plus 10. Godan slays LV1 Flame Rat. Experience plus 5. Summoner experience plus 10. Oh, Lin K loses all sleepiness. Godan is truly motivated, already out farming monsters. I gained double experience just lying here. He chuckles to himself, feeling a little guilty. Meanwhile, a proctor speaks up. Master Su, did you forget to mention something? What is it? The top scorer in each exam room gets a 10,000 huaxia scholarship. Hearing this, Lin K jumped straight up, putting on a solemn expression. Sir, I choose to take the exam. What if I win the scholarship? I mean, what if I achieve outstanding results and bring honor to our city? Su Qingyang looks at Lin K with a smile. Young man, are you certain? Lin K. Certain, absolutely certain. 10,000 huaxia is not to be passed up. Han Shuer drained every bit of his money over these 3 years. He is flat broke, forced to split 1 pack of instant noodles into 3 meals. Hi, great job. Class equipment costs outrageous sums he will need in the future. Even if he scores poorly, he still keeps his exemption spot. It is a risk-free win. Su Qingyang nods. Very well. Enter the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Lin K bows slightly, picks up a simple dagger and a score recorder, then steps through the teleportation portal. The score recorder keeps track of points earned from slain monsters and feeds real-time data back to the large screen. Su Qingyang turns toward a middle-aged man in a black jacket with stubble on his jaw, the one who had brought up the scholarship. Zhao Kai, you did that on purpose, didn't you? Zhao Kai grins. Talented young people need a push to bring out their full potential. He glances toward the other proctors. We all traveled far to scout promising talents. The proctors exchange knowing smiles. They are scouts from different universities, here to spot outstanding candidates early and recruit them before official exam results come out. On the big screen, Lin K's name popped up alongside all the other examinees. A young invigilator said, Old Su, do you think anyone can clear the dungeon this time? Clearing the dungeon meant getting a full score. Su Qingyang shook his head. Impossible. We placed level 5 monsters inside to raise the dungeon's difficulty. Another invigilator asked, what if examinees team up? Zhao Kai replied, teaming up won't help either. The dungeon boss is that thing. The invigilator froze for a second, then gasped. Could it be that creature? Good heavens. With you setting this challenge, this year's examinees have really drawn the short straw. Meanwhile, the examinees were teleported to scattered locations throughout the misty forest. Ancient giant trees towered overhead, cold winds howled, and all sorts of monsters lurked within the thick fog. The atmosphere was dim and oppressive. Everyone held their breath as they began the exam. Some examinees got lucky and ran into classmates, immediately grouping up. Where on earth did I get sent? Lin K glanced around. Thick fog blurred everything in sight. How was he supposed to hunt monsters for points like this? But this was hardly a problem for Lin Quebec. Gooden, I choose you. At his command, a summoning formation lit up. The dark prison Gale cat, who had been out hunting, was summoned before him. It shot Lin K an annoyed glance and rumbled low-throated growls. Evidently, it resented being pulled away from its own monster slaying and leveling up. That fit its personality perfectly. It was an overachiever who grew restless if it wasn't fighting every second. Lin K grinned. Gooden, I know you're eager, but hold your horses. You can hunt monsters right here. Go all out and give it your all. If you can't beat this dungeon, I'll be disappointed in you. Fire lit up in the dark prison Gale cat's eyes. It was instantly fired up, brimming with fighting spirit. It wanted to level up. It wanted to grow stronger. It wanted to clear this dungeon. Meow with a low snarl, the dark prison Gale cat pierced the heavy fog with its gaze and darted deep into the woods. Lin K smacked his lips. This was way more fun than raising lobsters. What a hard-working little feline helper. As for himself, at the ripe old age of 18, he figured he deserved some proper rest. He found a flat boulder and lay down to soak up the sun. The breeze was gentle, birds chirped amid blooming flowers. Lin K almost felt inspired to compose poetry and then pull out a barbecue grill. Ding Gooden slays level 1 Unicorn Ram, EXP plus 5, Summoner EXP plus 10. Gooden slays level 1 Unicorn Ram, EXP plus 5, Summoner EXP plus 10. Gooden slays level 2 Unicorn Ram King, EXP plus 10, Summoner EXP plus 20. No equipment dropped from defeated monsters inside the college entrance exam dungeon. At the same time, the score tracker chimed as points piled up. Examinee number 61, plus 10 points. Total, 30 points. Examinee number 61, plus 20 points. Total, 50 points. Had Gooden wiped out an entire ram herd? Lin K thought for a moment and sent a transmission through his summoning panel. Gooden, bring me one ram. A minute later, the dark prison gale cat trotted back, a unicorn ram clamped in its jaws. Lin K had already lit a campfire. All right, cut off one ram leg and set it down over there. The dark prison gale cat swiped its sharp claws and sliced cleanly through a ram leg. Lin K chopped the meat into small chunks, skewered them on twigs, and started grilling. Sizzle sizzle soon, fat bubbled and popped over the flames. Golden brown meat filled the air with a rich, mouth-watering aroma. The dark prison gale cat stared greedily at the grilled skewers. Its whiskers twitched and saliva dripped from its jaws. Lin K waved a hand. That's enough for you, Gooden. Off to hunt more monsters. The hard-working cat stared blankly. Meow, this master really took it easy. I fight the monsters while he roasts meat. I earn experience while he enjoys himself. Still, its obsessive drive for growth drove it darting back into the deep woods to keep hunting. Fueled by frustration, Gooden charges straight into the Greenvine Serpent Den. Gooden slays level 2 Greenvine Serpent, EXP plus 10, Summoner EXP plus 20. Gooden slays level 2 Greenvine Serpent, EXP plus 10, Summoner EXP plus 20. Ding. Congratulations, Summoner has reached level 2. Lin K's eyes lit up. Level 2 already. Double experience was amazing. He bit down hard on a grilled skewer, juicy oil flooding his mouth. Open status panel. Name, Lin K. Class, Summoner. Talent, Super Soul Resonance SSS. Level, LV2 Physique, 16 plus 1. Agility, 20 plus 2. Spirit, 14 plus 2. Skills, Shadow Stealth, Gale Nether/Wall. Lin K felt a little let down. Level up granted only such meager stat increases, barely making a difference. Clearly, his real power came from his talent granting double his summoned beast stats. Gooden, it's all on you, go for it. Finishing his skewers, Lin K let out a long burp and prepared for a quick nap. As the saying went, a post-meal snooze kept one feeling youthful. He had barely closed his eyes when system alerts echoed in his mind. Gooden slays level 2 Red-tailed Fox, EXP plus 10, Summoner EXP plus 20. Ding, Gooden reaches level 2. Summoner receives doubled stats. Nice. Lin K smiled with his eyes shut. Gooden had leveled up at last. His double stat bonus was kicking in. Name, Lin K. Class, Summoner. Talent, Super Soul Resonance SSS. Level, LV2 Physique, 24 plus 1. Agility, 32 plus 2. Spirit, 18 plus 2. Skills, Shadow Stealth, Gale Nether/Warm energy coursed through every limb. Explosive power surged inside him. Wow, growing stronger without lifting a finger felt incredible. All right, time for that nap. Back in the exam observation room. On the large screen, Lin K's score rocketed higher. 50, 70, 90, 180. He instantly claimed first place among the local examinees. The invigilators erupted in excitement. Wow, this Lin K is incredible. 180 points in just half an hour. Right? He's a full 100 points ahead of second place. Judging by how fast he's scoring, he must be fighting nonstop. What's such diligent, hard-working young man? Su Qingyang nodded slightly. Truly a promising talent. I admire students who work so hard. Li, pull up the citywide examinee rankings. Everyone was curious where Lin K stood citywide. Right away, old Su. The real-time citywide college entrance exam rankings appeared. First, Nangong Qingyuan, 295 points. Second, Lin Haoyan, 205 points. Third, Su Kai, 200 points. 29th, Lin K, 180 points. 29th place, that's excellent. He has a real shot at breaking into the city's top 20. Who is this Nangong Qingyuan? 90 points ahead of second place. That's terrifying. He's on an entirely different level. Su Qingyang chuckled, a flicker of pride in his eyes. You all give him too much praise. That is my disciple. He is a battle mage and awakened an S-rank talent. Hiss. The watching teachers gasped in shock. A battle mage with an S-rank talent. Such talent came along once in 100 years. It looked as if this city's top scorer was already secured, and he stood a strong chance at provincial top scorer. Old Su, a word in private? Huaqing University would like to talk. Hold on. Jingbei University wants a word too. You cut in line. I got here first. Want to take this outside? I'm a shield axe assassin. Back inside the misty forest. Lin K woke from his nap. The dark prison gale cat had reached level 3. Lin K himself was nearly level 4. Name, Lin K. Class, Summoner. Talent, Super Soul Resonance SSS. Level, LV3 85% Physique, 30 plus 3. Agility, 38 plus 5. Spirit, 24 plus 3. Skills, Shadow Stealth, Gale Nether Slash, not bad. Looks like Gooden didn't slack off. Lin K stretched lazily. He planned to wander the woods and collect materials left behind from Gooden's kills. Monster parts sold for good money. Unicorn ram horns, flame rat fangs, and other materials could be crafted into gear for profession users. He had just stood up when a shrill roar cut through the air. Two battered figures burst out from the bushes, sprinting for their lives. Run for it. This phosphorus scarecrow is way too strong. This is all your fault. You just had to go investigate it. Who knew it would be a level 4 monster? Roar, a 2-meter-tall, ferocious-looking scarecrow chased close behind. It carried a beast-hide lantern glowing with eerie blue phosphorus fire. Anyone caught in the lantern's light would be slowed, as if trapped in thick mud. The scarecrow would then use its sharp claws to defeat its foes. Examinees would not truly die inside the dungeon, but being defeated forced early withdrawal from the exam. The fleeing examinees were Lu Yi and Zhao Hong. They spotted Lin K resting atop the boulder and shouted urgently, "Hey you, help us." Lin K remained lying on the boulder. "This is exam time. Every second counts." Lu Yi, "Sure, every second counts. And you're napping?" Lin K, "Payment is required for my help." Lu Yi, "Oh wow, so you charge for saving people." Zhao Hong agreed at once. "Fine, we'll pay." Lin K held out his hand. Zhao Hong patted his pockets in panic. "But we don't have any money. Phones are forbidden in the exam. How about an IOU?" Lin K scoffed. "Do I look stupid? How would I ever collect once we leave the dungeon?" Roar, the phosphorus scarecrow howled. Its lantern beam washed over the two boys. Their shadows flickered and burned strangely. Lu Yi and Zhao Hing moved in slow motion, mired in the magic. They watched helplessly as the scarecrow closed in, smelling its rotten stench. Terrified, Lu Yi fished something out of his pocket and tossed it toward Lin Quebec. "Take this." Lin K caught it, a phosphorus scarecrow eyeball, about ping-pong ball size, translucent and crystalline. It would easily sell for 8 or 900 Huaxia credits. No wonder it's enraged. "You two stole its eye. Deal." As soon as the words left his mouth, Lin K vanished from sight. In the next instant, the phosphorus scarecrow reaching for Lu Yi was sliced clean in two. The cut surface was perfectly smooth. Half its face still wore its ferocious snarl. Thud, the beast-hide lantern clattered to the ground. Phosphorus flames ignited its straw body, burning it to ashes. Tap, tap, tap. Lin K stepped out of the smoldering remains, his messy hair whipping in the breeze. Shadow Stealth combined with Gale Nether Slash. A perfectly fluid combo instantly took down the level 4 phosphorus scarecrow. At that moment, the score tracker chimed. Examinee number 61, plus 40 points. Total, 380 points. Lin K nodded. He gained both the scarecrow eyeball and 40 exam points. A total win. For him, anyway. Lu Yi and Zhao Hong stared in stunned disbelief. That had been a level 4 monster. This guy had killed it in one strike. They had originally hoped the three of them could fight the scarecrow together. After defeating the monster, Lin K turned to leave. He wanted to gather monster materials and earn as much profit as he could during this exam. Suddenly something occurred to him. He spun around and looked toward Zhao Hong. "Hey, you never paid your share." Zhao Hong froze. "Aye, that's true." Lu Yi had offered the scarecrow eyeball as payment, but Zhao Hong had given nothing. "Sir, I truly have nothing valuable on me." Lin K said. "Hand over your trousers, then." "What?" Zhao Hong went wide-eyed in shock. Lu Yi was equally shocked, but knew better than to pick a fight with this powerful examinee. He looked helplessly at Zhao Hong. "Buddy, I wish I could help, but he's way too strong. I'll keep this whole thing quiet, though." Zhao Hong gritted his teeth, embarrassed. He unfastened his belt and took off his long trousers. Lin K said, "What are you two imagining? I only need your trousers to use as a carrying sack. Just hand them over." Zhao Hong blinked in bewilderment. "Oh, that's what you meant." Lin K. "What? Were you expecting something else?" Zhao Hong shook his head frantically. "No, not at all." Half a minute later, Lin K tied the two trouser legs together to make a large sack from monster materials. He slung the makeshift sack over his shoulder and headed deep into the woods, off to collect Gooden's spoils. Zhao Hing stood in place in only his shorts, feeling the cool breeze blow against his legs. Lin K ventured deeper into the misty forest. Following the dark prison Gale Cat's trail, he saw monster corpses strewn everywhere. Level 2 unicorn rams. Level 2 flame rats. Level 3 phosphorus scarecrows. Level 4 ironbone porcupines. For a radius of 3 kilometers, Gooden had turned the whole area into a death zone. Lin K hummed a cheerful tune and began harvesting valuable supernatural materials. Obtained Unicorn Ram Horn, 300 Huaxia credits. Obtained Flame Rat Fangs, 350 Huaxia credits. Obtained Phosphor Scarecrow Eyeball, 500 Huaxia credits. Obtained Iron-Boned Porcupine Core Gland, 666 Huaxia credits. In less than half an hour, his trouser sack bulged full. Making money feels amazing. Lin K wiped imaginary sweat from his forehead. He wondered if he should strap a sack onto Gooden. Then the cat could collect materials while hunting, leaving Lin K completely free. Just then alerts popped up on his summoning panel. Gooden slays level. For Ironclaw Wolf, EXP plus 40. Summoner EXP plus 80. Ding. Gooden reaches level 4. Summoner receives doubled stats. Ding. Summoner reaches level 5. Lin K lit up. Already level 5. Open status panel. Name. Lin K. Class. Summoner. Talent. Super Soul Resonance SSS. Level. LV5 Physique. 36 plus 8. Agility. 44 plus 11. Spirit. 30 plus 7. Skills. Shadow Stealth. Gale Nether Slash Insane. At level 5, Lin K's stats rivaled those of a heavy armor warrior at level 10. Purely overpowered. Lin K activated Shadow Stealth with a thought. His figure vanished, and he dashed forward in stealth mode. Stealth boosted his movement speed by 10%. He also discovered his stealth lasted twice as long as Gooden's, 10 whole seconds. Meanwhile, 3 other examinees arrived in this zone. 2 boys and 1 girl. Whoa, look at all these monster corpses. A total massacre. He cleared out this entire area. Level 2 Flame Rat, its fangs torn out. Level 3 Scarecrow, its eyeball gouged out. Even a level 4 Ironbone Porcupine is dead, and its core gland removed. Li Xiaoman swallowed hard, alarmed. What kind of person could do this? He was a heavy sword warrior, a well-known high-damage class. The 3 of them had teamed up, fought nonstop, and reached level 3. Yet Li Xiaoman knew even all 3 together could never pull off such carnage. He Fangzhou gripped his sword nervously. Who could have done all this? Su Wanting, their healer, paled and clutched He Fangzhou's arm. Don't say creepy things. This is the exam dungeon. Nothing like that should exist here. Before she finished speaking, a blurred invisible figure shot past. Li Xiaoman and He Fangzhou were sent flying by the passing force. Su Wanting stood further away, but strong gusts whipped her long skirt upward and covered her face. Some mysterious attacker. Lin K, still invisible, was already 100 meters away. He faintly heard shouts behind him. Mysterious attacker? Where? 10 seconds later, his stealth faded. He had reached the central zone of the misty forest. There the dark prison Gale cat fought a gigantic foe. This monster was 3 meters long, covered in tough scales. Its bulbous eyes glowed blood red. It was a level 5 berserk blood crocodile, the dominant creature of this dungeon's central region, presumably the dungeon boss. Roar the berserk blood crocodile opened its massive jaws, sharp fangs snapping toward the dark prison Gale cat. The cat nimbly dodged and vanished, casting shadow stealth. This level 5 monster possessed real intelligence and sharp combat instincts. Unable to see its foe, it whipped its spiked tail in wide, sweeping arcs. Sharp scale shards sprayed across a 5-meter radius. Clang, clang, clang. Sparks flew off rocks. Half-meter thick tree trunks were pierced and splinters filled the air. Still no sign of the dark prison Gale cat. As the crocodile grew confused, razor-sharp claws silently sliced across its throat. Rip! The berserk blood crocodile's head went flying and crashed onto the ground. The dark prison Gale cat reappeared, standing atop the giant corpse with a haughty look. Big crocodile or not, everything aquatic fell under this cat's rule. Gooden slays level 5 berserk blood crocodile, EXP plus 50, summoner EXP plus 100. Jackpot, jackpot. Lin K sprinted over carrying his sack. Level 5 crocodile hide, scales, and tail were all extremely valuable materials. He expertly peeled off the crocodile hide and wrapped it around his waist, looping the heavy tail over his shoulders. Yet the dungeon had not ended. That meant the berserk blood crocodile was not the true final boss. A level 5 monster was merely a mini-boss. Lin K could hardly believe it. This was just the college entrance exam, not elite special forces training. That crocodile alone could wipe out a full squad of 10 average examinees. While Lin K puzzled over this, bright light flashed. In an instant, he was transported to a crumbling plaza. The plaza stretched wide. Broken stone pillars jutted up all around, ancient and desolate. A huge sunken pit gaped at its center, pitch black and draped in cobwebs. 8 other examinees were scattered across the plaza, making 9 in total, including Lin Quebec. They fell into 3 groups, a 3-person team, a 4, person team, and a lone girl with a ponytail sitting atop a fallen stone pillar. Tall and lithe, she wore a simple t-shirt and jeans, yet carried sharp, lively grace. An ice blue staff rested in her grasp. All eyes turned toward Lynn, Quebec. Anyone who reached this plaza counted among this year's top examinees. They were curious what sort of newcomer had arrived. But seeing Lin K, they all twitched. He carried a bulging sack slung over his back, crocodile hide wrapped around his waist, pockets stuffed full. He looked far less like an exam candidate and more like a hardened looter. Dude, did you come to the exam hall to loot supplies? The leader of the three-man team, a slightly plump boy, called out. Hey man, I'm Zhou Yuhing from number 3 middle school. Which school are you from? Lin Qi set down his burlap sack on the ground. Hongfeng Middle School. Lin Qi. He noticed that the dark, prison Gale cat had not been teleported over with him. Instead, it had automatically returned to the summoning space. Zhou Yuhing nodded slightly. From what I can tell, all 9 of us are from Wuxi City. Did you also get teleported here after slaying the frenzied blood crocodile? Lin Q, yeah. He had no objection to exchanging information. It was the fastest way to figure out their current situation. A thoughtful look crossed Zhou Yuhing's face. That settles it. Killing the frenzied blood crocodile is the screening condition to get in here. Just no one knows why we've been brought to this place. At that moment, the leader of the 4-man squad spoke up. Li Bai from Guanghui Middle School. I think the frenzied blood crocodile was the instance boss. Those of us who cleared the college entrance exam instance must have been teleported here for a ranking assessment. Li Bai had a refined look and wore gold-rimmed glasses. Right after he finished speaking, a cool voice cut in. The frenzied blood crocodile is not the instance boss. Lin Qi turned his head and saw the ponytailed girl speaking. She had delicate features, fair skin, and a valiant aura in her brows. A tiny beauty mark sat beneath the outer corner of her eye. Li Bai frowned. How would you know that? The girl's gaze remained cool. Because the examiners for this year's college entrance exam are mysterious and have military-affiliated backgrounds. So there must be far more powerful foes waiting inside the instance. A thought flashed through Lin Qi's mind. This girl was no ordinary person. She even knew top-secret information about the examiner's military ties. Meanwhile, back inside the exam hall, the large screen broadcast real-time footage of the ruined plaza. Great. Lin Qi passed the screening. Nice work. He's brought honor to our exam venue. Hey, Elder Su, is that girl Nangong Qingyuan? She was the first one to pass the screening. She should already be level 4. Truly remarkable for someone so young. Su Qingyang nodded with a fond smile. Zhao Kai clicked his tongue. She even figured out I have military connections? Elder Su, your apprentice is something else. Su Qingyang let out a bitter, sweet laugh. This girl has always been cautious. She prepares for every possible outcome. Even I admire her foresight. Zhao Kai grinned. Interesting. Su Qingyang glanced at the wall-mounted timer. Time's about up. Release the test subject. Zhao Kai nodded and pressed the red button on the control console. The invigilators exchanged weary smiles, silently holding their breath for the candidates on screen. Back in the ruined plaza, Li Bai sized Nangong Qingyuan up again and let out a snort. You're just making things up. You don't look like you come from a powerful household. How could you know top-secret information like that? Even if you really did know, why would you tell the rest of us? Nangong Qingyuan said nothing, not even bothering to glance at Li Bai. Her eyes were fixed on the opening in the center of the plaza. Li Bai's smirk deepened. Cat got your tongue. The instant his words fell, the vast plaza shook violently, as if some terrifying creature was stirring awake. Eerie black mist billowed out of the opening, carrying a putrid stench. Squeak, 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 a shrill, teeth-grating cry echoed out. 2 barrel, thick, fur-covered arthropod limbs poked out of the hole, followed by 2 scarlet eyes, and finally a massive body covered in distorted human-like faces. Countless tiny spiders crawled all over its frame. An overwhelming sense of oppression washed over the entire plaza. Zhou Yuhing paled in shock. Good heavens. It's a level 7 monster, the ghost-faced spider. Are the examiners trying to get us killed? Li Bai's face also drained of color as he scrambled backward. Damn it. She had been telling the truth. Thankfully, the ghost-faced spider only prowled near the opening, letting out threatening growls. This was clearly the final challenge of this year's college entrance exam. Yet the difficulty was absurd. It skipped level 6 entirely and threw a level 7 foe at them, far beyond the expected syllabus. Seeing that the ghost-faced spider made no move to attack, the group relaxed slightly. Zhou Yuhing gripped his heavy greatsword. Everyone, this monster is way too strong. We need to fight it together. A level 7 ghost face spider was far beyond what newly awakened high school students could handle. Only teamwork gave them a fighting chance. Levi narrowed his eyes. What about the scoring? Whoever slew the ghost face spider would clear the exam and get a perfect score. But if they fought it side by side, not everyone could earn full marks. In other words, they could cooperate, yet only one person would walk away with the perfect result. That was the harsh reality. Every single one of them craved that perfect score. Inside the exam hall, Su Qingyang and the others watched the scene unfold with great interest. Zhao Kai, you set up quite a test here. Zhao Kai grinned. Ever since monsters invaded our world, we face this exact kind of choice every single day. This is our primary criterion for selecting talent. Su Qingyang nodded and sighed softly. You are the backbone of our nation. I'm eager to see what these young people will choose to do. Back in the ruined plaza, Zhou Yuheng thought for a moment. Scoring is simple. Whoever lands the killing blow on the ghost face spider gets the points. Li Bai pushed up his gold-rimmed glasses. I agree. What about the other two? Nangong Qingyuan nodded. I have no objections. Lin Qi grew impatient. Fighting a level 7 monster, yet they wasted so much time bickering. Let's get on with it. It's almost lunchtime. A glint flickered in Li Bai's eyes. You're in quite a hurry, Lin Qi. Why don't you strike first and test the ghost face spider's strength? Then we can adjust our tactics accordingly. Zhou Yuheng bit back a laugh. Li Bai was utterly ruthless, trying to send Lin Qi in as cannon fodder. Against a level 7 monster, whoever charged in first would almost certainly die. Nangong Qingyuan also turned toward Lin Qi, her clear eyes flickering. She thought to herself that he would not be foolish enough to fall for Li Bai's obvious ploy. Lin Qi rolled up his sleeves. You want me to go first? Keep your word, all right. Don't go back on your promise. Li Bai stared, surprised that Lin Qi had taken the bait so easily. Was this guy missing a few brain cells? Still, free cannon fodder was too good to pass up. If Lin Qi died, he would have one less rival. Li Bai smiled and nodded. Of course. I always keep my word. Zhou Yuheng and Nangong Qingyuan were stunned, staring at Lin Qi in disbelief. Wait, was he actually going to charge in? Inside the exam hall, several young invigilators shook their heads and chuckled. He's too impulsive, falling for provocation. Right? Lin Qi lets his temper get the better of him. Look at Nangong Qingyuan, so calm and composed. It just hit me why Nangong Qingyuan revealed information about the lead examiner earlier. Why? She wanted the others to be wary of her, so no one would try to use her as bait. Wow, what sharp thinking. Su Qingyang stroked his goatee. What do you make of this, Zhao Kai? Zhao Kai clicked his tongue. This is reckless. He's marching straight to his death. Before he could finish, Lin Qi raised his hand and unleashed a slashing attack toward the ghost face spider. Gale, nether slash. The ghost face spider's enormous body split cleanly in two and crashed to the ground, not even letting out a final shriek. The giant stone pillar behind it was sliced in half as well. Gurgle, gurgle, hordes of tiny spiders tumbled to the ground, letting out terrified squeals before streaming back into the opening like a river of blood. Congratulations, candidate Lin Qi. You have slain the instance boss and obtained a perfect score for the college entrance exam. What just happened? Li Bai's smile froze on his face. He drew in a sharp breath. The level 7 ghost face spider had been instantly killed by one casual strike from Lin Qi. He had not even caught sight of the slash itself. Where was the cannon fodder death they had expected? This was completely absurd. Zhou Yuheng's eyes bulged in shock. He wondered if his eyes were playing tricks on him, or if the ghost-faced spider had just been a paper dummy. Was this all a holographic projection? Nangong Qingyuan wore a look of utter disbelief, her brows drawn tight. She had run through countless possibilities in her mind, yet never once imagined this outcome. Against overwhelming raw power, all schemes and stratagems counted for nothing. On the monitors, the invigilators sat dumbfounded, staring at one another. They had just been saying Lin Qi was hot-headed, and then he casually shot a level 7 monster. This was not rashness. This was absolute faith in his own strength. If you lose, you are reckless. If you win, you are brimming with self-confidence. Zhao Kai swallowed the words that had been on his lips. Marching to his death? That ghost-faced spider was the one walking to its doom. Su Qingyang, Zhao Kai, could that ghost-faced spider have already been badly injured? Zhao Kai let out a bitter laugh. Elder Su, I personally selected that specimen to rule out that exact possibility. Su Qingyang's eyes widened. He slammed his fist on the table. Incredible. Our city has birthed a once-in-a-generation prodigy. Hurry. Send the footage of Lin Qi shotting the ghost-faced spider to the education department. Our Wuxia city is going to make a name for itself. Back in the ruined plaza, Lin Kui walked over to the ghost-faced spider, skillfully chopped off 2 of its spider legs, and slung them over his shoulders. He turned to Li Bai and the others, eyes watchful. This monster's spoils are mine. Don't try to renege on the deal. Those 2 level 7 spider legs would sell for at least 2 or 3,000 yuan. He had hit the jackpot. Li Bai's complexion shifted between green and white. Fear was all that remained in his gaze toward Lin Kui. He had tried to send this terrifying genius out as cannon fodder. That had been suicidal. Would Lin Kui seek revenge against him later? Retribution from such a prodigy would be terrifying. Zhou Yuheng, consumed by frustration, rushed to the corpse of the ghost, faced Spider, and swung his heavy great sword with all his might at its carapace. Crack, the great sword shattered. Zhou Yuheng, that can't be right. Nangong Qingyuan stepped forward and held out her hand to Lin Kui. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nangong Qingyuan, from number 1 City High School. Lin Kui took her slender, fair hand. Nice to meet you. Nangong Qingyuan. Which university are you planning to apply to, Lin Kui? Lin Kui. Honestly, I haven't decided yet. Nangong Qingyuan smiled faintly. I can give you a suggestion. Lin Kui, oh? Go on. Nangong Qingyuan took a step closer and whispered 4 words beside his ear. Surprise flickered across Lin Kui's face. Is that true? Nangong Qingyuan gave a small nod. Lin Kui, all right. I'll give it serious thought. Nangong Qingyuan, farewell then. Lin Kui. MHM. Nangong Qingyuan, I'm leaving. Lin Kui. MHM. Nangong Qingyuan. Then you can let go of my hand. Oh right. Lin Kui released her hand. He watched her turn, her ponytail swaying as she walked away. At that moment, the surroundings began to blur and fade. The secret realm was closing. Lin Kui quickly tightened his crocodile skin belt, hoisted the spider legs over his shoulders, and clutched his burlap sack tightly to his chest. All of this was valuable loot. Fizz, says the scenery shattered and dissolved like broken glass. Lin Kui glanced toward Li Bai. Oh, Li Bai. Li Bai shuddered and swallowed hard. What is it, Senior Lin? Lin Kui. You told me to strike first. How very kind of you. He let out a low chuckle. Li Bai's hair stood on end in terror. No, Senior Lin, please have mercy. The secret realm dissolved completely, and Lin Kui heard no more of Li Bai's panicked pleas. The next instant, all candidates were teleported back to their respective exam halls. Some candidates were overjoyed, brimming with excitement. Some hung their heads, silent and dejected. A few even broke down and wept. The candidate rankings on the large screen had been taken down. Scores were strictly confidential. Su Qingyang spoke in a clear voice. The examination has concluded. All candidates may leave the hall. You may check your scores on the official website tomorrow. The first-tier university admission scoreline will be released 2 days from now. The candidates filed out, chattering about what had happened inside the instance. I heard the instance boss was a level 5 monster. Whoa, a level 5 monster. That's practically a death sentence. I only dared fight monsters below level 3, and I almost got killed. Hey, have you guys heard? There was some total maniac running loose in the instance. What? Are you joking? It's true. That weirdo kept targeting the iron-boned porcupine's vulnerable parts. And I also heard he stripped off Zhao Heng's pants mid-battle, leaving him in a terrible state. Whoa, that's messed up. Lin Kui, slander. This was blatant slander against him. Lin Kui, stay behind. Lin Kui, huh? Elder Su, I'm innocent. I'm not that weirdo everyone's talking about. Su Qingyang looked confused. What are you going on about? I want you to stay because several examiners wish to speak with you. Oh, okay. Lin Kui set down his burlap sack and the 2 spider legs on the desk, then pulled the harvested porcupine parts out of his pockets. Gentlemen and ladies, what can I do for you? One bespectacled teacher smiled. Let's cut to the chase, Lin Kui. I'm a recruitment officer from Capital University. We hope you will enroll with us. Another female teacher spoke. Lin Kui, please consider Magicity University. Sichuan University is a top-tier 985 university with 70% female students. You won't regret choosing us. Come study overseas with us. We offer flexible dorm arrangements and comprehensive support services. Lin Kui watched the teachers break into a noisy argument over recruiting him and smiled. Is this all? This is what they use to tempt perfect score candidates? Su Qingyang watched the teachers bicker over Lin Kui, a pleased smile spreading across his face. He had never imagined Lin Kui would outperform even Nangong Qingyuan. Even she could never have won, shot a level 7 monster. Their Wuxia city had struck gold. Zhao Kai stared down at his phone, deep in thought. Everyone, Lin Qi waved his hand. Please quiet down. I fully understand how eager you are to recruit talented students. I especially appreciate the enthusiasm shown by the Magicity University representative, who has offered me a full tuition waiver. Hearing that, the teachers all caught on. Enthusiasm meant tangible benefits. To win over a perfect score prodigy like Lin Qi, they needed to offer real rewards. Huaqing University also offers full tuition and accommodation waivers for 4 years. Please. Capital University waives tuition and awards scholarships on top of that. Lin Qi. Capital University. Full tuition plus scholarship. Does anyone want to make a better offer? Exchange University. Scholarship doubled. Scholarship doubled once. Scholarship doubled twice. Jingbei University. Double scholarship plus guaranteed postgraduate admission. Now that's tempting. Double scholarship plus guaranteed postgraduate studies once. Any higher offers? West China University. Double scholarship plus direct bachelor, master, doctor integrated program. West China University goes all in. Double scholarship plus integrated degree once. Any more sincere offers? Lin Qi was overjoyed. His university expenses would be fully covered this way. A man had to fight for his own worth. Just then, Zhao Kai, who had stayed quiet up to this point, broke into a smile. Everyone, you are all trying to recruit Lin Qi. But do any of you know what his class is? His class? The examiners looked confused. With that overwhelming attack power, he must be a warrior, and a hidden class warrior at that. No way. He can unleash long-range strikes. He's clearly a battle mage. What mage attacks that fast? He's in Shadow Assassin. Zhao Kai shook his head. You don't even know his class. How can you speak of nurturing him? He turned toward Lin Qi. Lin Qi, you must choose your university with great care. Each university excels in different fields, and this decision will shape your entire career path. So do not rush your choice. Take your time to think it over. Also, I have something for you. Zhao Kai pulled a wooden box from his coat and handed it to Lin Qi. Lin Qi took the box and opened it. His eyes widened. Inside lay a crystal, clear sapphire, blue stone etched with a scarlet rune. A 1-star evolution rune stone. It allowed summoned beasts below level 10 to undergo a bloodline evolution, drastically boosting their power. This rune stone was extremely rare, selling for over 100,000 yuan on the black market. Zhao Kai's gift was extraordinarily generous. The fact that he had given Lin Qi this stone meant he had figured out Lin Qi was a summoner. But how? Lin Qi had never summoned his dark, prison gale cat inside the secret realm. How had Zhao Kai uncovered his class? This man was far more than just an ordinary examiner. Teacher Zhao. Lin Qi held the wooden box back out toward Zhao Kai. This is far too valuable. I cannot accept it, but I will take your advice to heart. Lin Qi needed money, yes, but he preferred to earn every coin with his own 2 hands. Accepting such a lavish gift from Zhao Kai made him uneasy. Zhao Kai's lips tugged upward. Keep it. This counts as your scholarship. Lin Qi blinked. Scholarship? I thought the scholarship was only 10,000 yuan. Zhao Kai. There never was such a scholarship in the first place. I wanted to draw you into the secret realm to test your true strength. And now you have proven yourself. This is what you have rightfully earned. Everything clicked for Lin Qi. Zhao Kai had been scheming all along. In that case, he would not turn down the evolution rune stone. With it, his dark, prison gale cat could complete its first bloodline evolution and gain massive stat increases. His own overall strength would also rise substantially. Elder Su, Teacher Zhao, I shall take my leave. Su Qingyang smiled warmly. Off you go? We will meet again soon. Lin Qi stowed away the evolution rune stone, slung his burlap sack over his shoulder, and walked out of the exam hall. The other recruitment teachers departed shortly afterward. None of them grew resentful toward Zhao Kai for thwarting their attempts to recruit Lin Qi. They knew better than to cross him. One was a towering figure in academia. The other held an even more mysterious status. Left behind in the empty exam hall were only Su Qingyang and Zhao Kai. Su Qingyang looked curious. How did you figure out Lin Qi's class? A person's awakened class is private knowledge. No one can tell unless they reveal it themselves. Zhao Kai chuckled. I wasn't certain at first, but... He lifted his phone. Your apprentice sent me a message. She shook hands with him and noticed he had no calluses from wielding swords, staves, or daggers. She also found traces of summon, beast fur on his clothing. That led her to conclude he was most likely a summoner. Su Qingyang's eyes went wide. A summoner? How can that be? The summoner is universally regarded as the worst class. What's more, he didn't even use summoning skills when he slew the ghost-faced demon spider. He struck directly and killed it in one blow. Zhao Kai wore a grave expression. That baffles me too. That's why I tested Lin Ke with that evolution stone. Judging from his reaction, it's almost certain. Su Qingyang drew a sharp breath. If that's true, his existence will overturn everything humanity knows about the summoner class. Zhao Kai lit a cigarette and took a deep drag. Exactly. We have to confirm Lin Ke's class beyond doubt. Once we confirm it, we will place him under priority protection immediately. A genius who defies common logic faces great danger. Many forces will undoubtedly set their sights on him. Su Qingyang nodded solemnly. Suddenly something struck him as odd. Wait, how did Qing Yuan get your contact information? She even sent you messages. And she guessed you'd be interested in Lin Ke? Zhao Kai exhaled a cloud of smoke slowly. That, I haven't figured out either. Your young apprentice is far sharper than she looks. Meanwhile, Lin Ke had arrived at the professional shop. Here, people could trade monster materials and buy class-specific gear. Lin Ke sold off all his monster spoils, earning a total of 8,600 huaxia credits. Being a professional really paid well. Ordinary people without awakened classes could not earn that much in an entire month. Pocketing the money, Lin Ke headed home in high spirits. He lived in an old public housing complex. The 60-square-meter apartment was almost bare inside. A thief had broken in the previous month and even left him 100 credits, telling him to buy some food. All because the previous tenant had wasted money fawning over Han Shuer. But now that Lin Ke was a professional, earning money would come easily. He locked the door, focused his mind, and summoned the dark prison gale cat. Meow meow meow. The dark prison gale cat immediately let out a stream of agitated meows. It had been cooped up for far too long. Born with its hyper-competitive constitution, it grew restless if it did not fight monsters every minute. Lin Ke. Whoa, dog egg, you sure are vocal. Calm down. Look what I've got. Lin Ke pulled out the evolution rune stone and waved it in front of the dark prison gale cat's eyes. The cat froze. Its eyes lit up and its breathing grew rapid. It had a powerful instinct. Swallowing this stone would break its bloodline shackles and let it evolve once more. Meow meow meow. The dark prison gale cat hopped about excitedly, urging Lin Ke to give it the stone at once. Lin Ke stroked its head. Stick with me and work hard, and you'll have the best life a cat could hope for. With those encouraging words, he handed the evolution rune stone to the cat. The dark prison gale cat's eyes blazed. It gulped down the rune stone in one bite. Lin Ke stared intently. Evolution carried a high failure rate, close to 90%. The higher the stage of evolution, the more drastically the risk of failure rose. If evolution failed, this precious evolution rune stone would be completely wasted. Lin Ke had read many news reports of summoning beasts failing to evolve. One wealthy noble had supposedly burned through more than 100 evolution rune stones trying to evolve one summoned beast. That added up to over 10 million huaxia credits. Someone as poor as Lin Ke could never dream of such resources. Just then, a notification chimed inside his mind. Ding. Detected 1 star evolution runestone. SSS, rank hidden talent Super Soul Resonance has automatically upgraded. Super Soul Resonance. 1. Randomly raise a summoned beast's quality once. Guaranteed critical effect. 2. Gain double the summoned beast's attributes and skills. 3. The summoned beast will definitely gain the trait Obsessive Competitor, actively seeking monsters to fight and skills to improve. For summoned beasts consuming evolution runestones will achieve guaranteed successful evolution. Whoa, Lin Ke was overjoyed. His talent could still advance. Guaranteed successful evolution when a summoned beast consumes an evolution runestone. This power was absolutely overpowered. It saved him the equivalent of over 10 million huaxia credits of setbacks. Boom, rumble, thunder, and wind erupted. The dark prison gale cat's blood and bones underwent drastic refinement. Its fur rippled like hellfire, wreathed in gray mist and sinister aura. Its original half-meter body grew to 70 centimeters before his eyes, radiating the pressure of a king. Congratulations. Dark prison gale cat has successfully evolved, obtaining 1 star divine beast bloodline. Lin Ke's heart raced. 1 star divine beast bloodline. The evolution runestone truly had purified its bloodline. Display Dogeg's status panel. Summoned beast. Dark prison gale cat quality. SSS level. LV4 attributes. Wind. Dark physique. 25 agility. 27 spirit. 19 traits. Obsessive competitor. Proud skills. Night stealth. Gale nether slash. A star mark appeared behind the dark prison gale cat. Though its level had not increased, all its attributes had surged tremendously. Lin K clicked his tongue. Such was the terror of divine beast bloodline. Ordinary summoned beasts would need to reach level 10 to attain comparable stats. Dog Egg could now hold its own against level 10 monsters. Lin K wondered how strong he himself had become. He focused, and his professional status panel unfolded. Name: Lin K. Class, Summoner Talent, Super Soul Resonance SSS Level, LV 5 89%. Physique: 50 plus 8 Agility, 54 plus 11 Spirit, 38 plus 7 Skills. Night Stealth: Gale Nether / Lin K grinned. Divine Beast? Next to him, Dog Egg was just an ordinary cat. Exhausted from the long day, Lin K took a quick wash and fell into bed. When he woke, it was already the next morning. Dog Egg, fetch me a towel so I can wash my face. Dog Egg. Lin K opened his eyes. The dark, prison Gale cat was nowhere in the room. Where has that creature gone off to? He opened his summoning interface. After consuming the evolution rune stone, Dog Egg brimmed with energy and performed 99 backflips inside the house. Finding home too dull, Dog Egg headed out to hunt monsters in the suburbs overnight. 12 a.m. Dog Egg slays level 5 blue, furred wolf. EXP plus 50. 1 a.m. Dog Egg slays level 5 iron, tailed scorpion. EXP plus 50. 1:30 a.m. Dog Egg slays level 6 headed python. EXP plus 60. 10:30 a.m. Dog Egg slays level 6 tyrant blossom. EXP plus 60. Lin K gave a thumbs up. Truly competitive. His hard, working cat never slept, hunting through the whole night, and still brimmed with vitality. All other work schedules paled in comparison. Lin K closed the panel. 2 pieces of news awaited him. The good news: he had grown stronger in his sleep and advanced to level 6. The bad news: he was starving, and there was no breakfast. He got out of bed and freshened up. After a moment's thought, he poured vinegar onto a small plate and went next door to borrow a bowl of dumplings from Aunt Wong. Full and satisfied, Lin K grabbed 2 urea, fabric sacks and headed out. Dog Egg had hunted so many monsters. Lin K would go collect the extraordinary materials. He could easily earn nearly 10,000 credits from the haul. Perfect. Gaokao scores would be available for checking at noon. Lin K saw no need to look them up. He already knew he had achieved a perfect score. Only one choice lay before him: Huaqing University or Jingbei University. What a troublesome dilemma. Half an hour later, Lin K reached Urumqi West City Gate. The city wall stood grand and imposing, 10 meters high and 3 meters thick. Watchtowers were built every 100 meters, fitted with radar and enchanted city defense artillery emplacements. Squads of military professionals patrolled along the wall. The gate was forged from some kind of monster carapace, carved with intricate defensive runes, virtually indestructible. Beyond the gate stretched the boundless Tianshan Mountains. Snow capped their peaks year-round. Legend, ranked terrifying monsters were said to dwell there. Every professional expedition team that ventured inside had perished to the last member. Lin K arrived at the Red Willow Wasteland on the outskirts. Numerous spatial rifts dotted the wasteland, crowded with professionals. These were unlocked dungeon entrances. Each dungeon had its own level restrictions, and entering came at a steep cost. What one gained inside depended entirely on luck and skill. Lin K bypassed the throng and came to the remote Northwest Barrens to meet the dark, prison Gale cat. This was a free trial zone for professionals below level 10. Though access was free, monsters were scarce, so almost no one came here. That posed no problem for Lin K. Dog Egg hunted monsters, and Lin K only needed to follow behind to gather the remains. Another plain, rewarding day of gathering loot. Lin K opened his sacks and hummed while harvesting monster corpses. Level 5-2, headed snake. Its gallbladder sells for 800. Level 4 iron, tailed scorpion. Its tail worth 600. Wow, this level 6 berserk gorilla is great. Its organs can fetch over 1,000 credits. If you find a buyer in urgent need, the price might even double. Lin K was happily working when he spotted a man scavenging monster corpses killed by Dog Egg. Huh, stealing his kills right out in the open? Lin K would not stand for that. Hey, where are you from? How dare you take monsters from this wasteland's top guy? The man turned around. He was a young scavenger. Scavengers were free professionals with limited resources who refused to affiliate themselves with major factions. Living constant life, or death danger, they tended to be fierce and decisive. The scavenger glanced at the dark, prison Gale cat hunting in the distance, then sized Lin K up. You're a summoner? Lin K. That's right. No sooner had the words left his mouth than the scavenger darted forward, dagger aimed straight for Lin K's throat. Foolish. A weak summoner wandering the wasteland alone? And admitting his class when his summoned beast was not nearby? He was practically asking for death. This was a level 9 assassin who had maximized speed. One thrust would pierce right through him. Yet in the next instant, the scavenger froze. His dagger was gone. Lin Kei had vanished from sight. A voice sounded behind him. "You're too slow." His own dagger pierced straight through his back. How is this possible? The scavenger's eyes widened in horror. He fell backward, lifeless. Clatter, a scroll tumbled out of his clothes. What was this? Lin Kei picked it up, eyes lighting up. It was a secret realm scroll. A coordinate key to open a secret realm dungeon. What was a secret realm dungeon? A newly discovered dungeon that no one had ever entered or cleared. As everyone knew, first, clear dungeon rewards were the most generous. With luck, rare gear or evolution runestones could drop. Dungeons were graded primary, intermediate, advanced, star, glow, legendary, forbidden, apocalyptic, and so forth. Each rank had 5 difficulty tiers from low to high. This scroll unlocked a primary, rank dungeon, 1, star difficulty, with a level cap of 10. Lin Kei clicked his tongue. "Nice work, kid. I thought you were just stealing kills, but turns out you brought me a gift. Much obliged." He called out cheerfully. "Dog egg, big job ahead. Pull back right now. Oh, and dispose of the body." Following the scroll's coordinates, Lin Kei and the dark, prison gale cat traveled deep into the wasteland. They reached an unremarkable salt, alkali flat. Lin Kei held up the secret realm scroll and focused. It burned to ashes. Crack, the ground trembled. A sapphire-colored spatial fissure split open across the flat, swirling with dense spatial energy. The secret realm dungeon had opened. Lin Kei's eyes lit up, and he stepped through the rift. He found himself inside a crumbling traditional Chinese courtyard. A crimson moon hung high in the sky, casting eerie moonlight over everything. Great red lanterns hung at the courtyard gate. Red wedding joy characters were pasted on the doors. A cold system prompt echoed. "Welcome to the dungeon, Ghost Bride. All deaths within this dungeon are permanent real-world death. This is a puzzle-type dungeon. Initial clues will now be provided." The dark, prison gale cat grew restless. "Skip all that. Just tell me who I get to fight." Lin Kei. "Dog egg, calm yourself." Detected disdain directed at dungeon mechanics. Dungeon difficulty raised to 2 stars. All initial clues have been withheld. Explore on your own. Lin Kei stared in disbelief. "Seriously? That's how it works? Dog egg, you caused this mess, you deal with it." "No problem." The dark, prison gale cat tossed him a haughty glance and darted into the courtyard. Lin Kei yawned and sat down on a recliner by the gate. He opened his summoning panel to watch Dogeg's status. Dogeg gestures dismissively toward its master and dashes eagerly into the courtyard. A paper figure carrying a lantern tries to speak. Dogeg destroys it instantly. EXP plus 50. Summoner EXP plus 100. Dogeg roars. "Pathetic foes. Bring me 10 more." Dogeg's taunt enrages every paper figure. They swarm to attack it. Dogeg slays level 5 paper figure. EXP plus 50. Summoner EXP plus 100. Dogeg slays level 5 paper figure. EXP plus 50. Summoner EXP plus 100. Growing frustrated with slow kills, Dogeg enters a state of sudden insight. Congratulations. Dogeg has comprehended a brand new skill, Shadow Clone. It can conjure 6 identical clones for assault. Each clone matches the original's power and lasts 5 seconds. Lin Kei was astonished. Dogeg could comprehend new skills on its own. This skill was absolutely overpowered, effectively multiplying its combat power 6-fold. Wait, since Dogeg learned Shadow Clone, Lin Kei automatically gained it as well. He checked his own status panel. Name, Lin Kei. Class, Summoner. Talent, Super Soul Resonance SSS. Level, LV6 69%. Physique, 50 plus 10. Agility, 54 plus 13. Spirit, 38 plus 9. Skills, Night Stealth, Gale Nether Slash, Shadow Clone. Just as expected. Lin Kei laughed. That meant he could create 12 clones that lasted 10 whole seconds. This was the joy of overwhelming power. Pure bliss. Lin Kei kept lounging and watched Dogeg's updates. Dogeg unleashes Shadow Clone. Instantly slays 6 level 5 paper figures. EXP plus 300. Summoner EXP plus 600. Shadow Clones slay 6 level 5 paper figures. EXP plus 300. Summoner EXP plus 600. Congratulations. Summoner has advanced to level 7. Lin Kei clicked his tongue. Level up again. People said leveling as a professional was hard. For him, it only required sitting back and reaping rewards. Dog Egg wipes out all paper figures in the courtyard, charges into the attic, and smashes a locked door open. A groom in ceremonial red robes begs Dog Egg to free him, offering vital information about the ghost bride's weaknesses. Dog Egg kills him. Groom, I never harmed you. I was going to tell you the boss's weakness, Lin K. Why kill the groom? Dog Egg tells its master to stop chattering and distract it from clearing the dungeon. Dog Egg reaches the upper floor hallway. A dozen locked rooms hold monsters, each holding one piece of the ghost bride's puzzle. Dog Egg turns and runs back out of the attic. Lin K was confused. Why leave the attic? Dog Egg returns to the courtyard and casts Shadow Clone. It chops through the 8 main support pillars holding up the attic. The attic collapses completely. The dozen imprisoned monsters are crushed to death in the wreckage. EXP plus 50. EXP plus 60. EXP plus 50. Drop obtained. Common grade equipment, cooling ring. EXP plus congratulations. Dog Egg has advanced to level 6. The attic's collapse forces the ghost bride to appear. Lin K could hardly believe what he had witnessed. That actually worked? What an unorthodox tactic. A piece of gear had dropped before they even beat the dungeon. The cooling ring. Professional equipment ranked from lowest to highest. Inferior, common, black iron, bronze, silver, gold, purple gold, legendary, epic, mythic, and more. Inferior gear was plain blank equipment with no stat bonuses. Gear drop rates inside dungeons were miserably low. Getting 1 drop across 10 dungeon runs counted as incredible luck. Lin K had not expected equipment to drop before clearing the dungeon. All right, time for me to join the fight. Lin K stood up from the recliner and strolled into the courtyard humming. The attic lay in smoking rubble. Floating above the wreckage was a figure clad in a red wedding gown, long hair flowing. Her pale face crisscrossed with bulging veins, features twisted with rage. Ignoring the ghost bride, Lin K picked up the green ring on the ground. Equipment name, cooling ring, equipment grade, common, equip requirement, level 3 or above for any professional class, equip effect, spirit plus 5. Lin K shook his head in disappointment. This item was nearly useless for him. Summoning Dog Egg only cost him 10 spirit points, and his spirit consumption was practically 0. Still, he could sell it. Equipment was always valuable. Even common grade gear would sell for 3,000 to 5,000 credits. Dog Egg bursts into mocking laughter upon seeing the ghost bride. Is that all you are? Just a trivial level 9 foe, and you look hideous. Deeply humiliated, the ghost bride flies into a fury and summons the hidden boss. Oh no, my troublesome little cat. Can you not keep quiet for once? Lin K's heart skipped a beat, and he looked upward. Beneath the crimson moon, the ghost bride threw back her head and screamed. Her black hair whipped wildly through the air. Boom rumble. The ground split open. A scarlet stone sarcophagus rose, pouring forth ferocious, murderous aura. Hiss scraping sounds echoed from inside the coffin. Frigid cold washed over the entire courtyard. Crack 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 frost spread across the ground. Lin K felt icy chill creeping into every pore of his skin. Boom. The sarcophagus lid flew flying. A decayed figure with snow-white hair stepped out. Its head split open into a huge mouth lined with fangs, and it swallowed the ghost bride whole. Crunch crunch, its head closed back up as eerie chewing noises rang out. Hidden boss triggered. LV11. Ghost bride's second personality. Lin K clicked his tongue. So the ghost bride suffered from split personality disorder. After consuming the original ghost bride, the second personality's rotting body reformed into a scarlet wedding gown. Its 10-centimeter-long sharp claws glinted coldly. Dog Egg burns with excitement. Now this is a real challenge. Let the fight begin. Without waiting for the boss to strike, Dog Egg charged forward. Whoosh whoosh whoosh. Shadow Clone activated. 6 copies darted toward the second personality from all directions. Roar. The second personality shrieked. Its white hair lashed out like thousands of sharp needles, stabbing toward the 6 clones. At that exact moment, all 6 mid-air clones vanished. Slish slish slish. The piercing hair stabbed only empty air and buried itself in the ground. In the next instant, Dog Egg's 6 forms reappeared directly above the second personality. All unleashed Gale Nether Slash simultaneously. Boom boom boom. 6 powerful strikes slammed into the boss, slamming it deep into the rubble. The Dark Prison Gale Cat roared, and its 6 clones merged back into one. Dog Egg shouts triumphantly. Ugh, foul-smelling monster. Go back underground where you belong. Dog Egg crosses its front paws. What a dull dungeon. There is not a single worthy opponent here. The ruins suddenly exploded. The second personality crawled out once more, with health points remaining at 30%, and instantly went berserk. All 3 attributes increased by 40%, and a powerful pressure turned almost tangible. It swung its claws and pounced at the dark prison Gale cat, bringing with it a shrill whistling sound. The dark prison Gale cat let out a cold snarl and immediately clashed with it. After going berserk, the second personality's combat power surged, and for a time it was able to fight the dark prison Gale cat on equal footing. Lin Ke yawned. Hey, Gooden, can you even do this? Fighting some random monster and dragging your feet. Could you be all bark and no bite? Good no, you're all bark and no bite. Your whole family is all bark and no bite. Gooden enters a furious state. Attack power increased by 100%. Lin Ke was left speechless. Impressive, Gooden. You can even give yourself a rage buff. All right. I'll slowly unlock more later and see what other tricks you've got. Right after his voice fell, the dark prison Gale cat stepped on the second personality's body and crashed onto the ground like a shooting star. Boom! The ground within a 10-meter radius caved in abruptly, sending clouds of dust billowing upward. Gooden has slain the level 1-1 hidden boss. Experience plus 110. Summoner experience plus 220. 3 light orbs floated above the second personality's corpse. At the same time, an icy system prompt rang out. Congratulations on clearing the Ghost Bride instance. Clearance time, 10 minutes and 37 seconds. You have obtained the first clear reward. Instance difficulty rises by 1 star. Rewards doubled. Reward, Bronze Grade Skill Book ×1. Reward, Unique Title The Swiftest One. Equip effect, Agility plus 5%. Equip the title? Lin Ke's mouth twitched violently. The swiftest one? The 5% agility boost was really good, but the title itself was simply unbearable. Gooden, this is all your fault. We finished the instance too fast and got this ridiculous title. The dark prison Gale cat tilted its chin haughtily. Gooden gloating ****. Being swift is a human thing. What does it have to do with me, a cat? Lin Ke took a deep breath. Titles could not be sold or traded. It felt wasteful not to equip it, yet equipping it would make him look ridiculous. Finally, he gritted his teeth and said, Equip it, but hide the display. Ding. Equip successful. Gain 5% agility bonus. Lin Ke curled his lip. So what if I'm the swiftest one? I'm overwhelmingly powerful. He then turned his gaze to the Bronze Grade Skill Book and finally felt a little comforted. Skill books were rarer than equipment of the same rank. Getting a Bronze Grade Skill Book in an early game instance was truly extraordinary. Skill name, Piercing Ice Burst, skill quality, Bronze Grade, class requirement, Ice Type Mage. This skill was quite good, top tier among Bronze Grade skills. Unfortunately, Lin Ke was not an Ice Type Mage. In the end, he could only convert this rare skill book into cold hard cash. Haha. Stashing the skill book inside his urea sack, Lin Ke walked over to the second personality's corpse. Inside the instance, monster corpses and extraordinary materials could not be taken outside. However, monsters had a chance to drop various rewards upon death. The 3 light orbs before him were the loot dropped after Gooden killed the second personality. What he would get depended entirely on luck. Lin Ke rubbed his hands together. Gooden, how's your luck? I mean your cat luck? Gooden holding its head high. Meow meow, I am the embodiment of supreme luck. Lin Ke. All right, you open them. The dark prison Gale cat took cat-like steps toward the 3 light orbs and sniffed each one with its 3-lobed nose in a very serious manner. Then it stretched out a paw and pointed at the middle orb. Gooden brimming with confidence. This one will definitely drop equipment. Mark my words. Nothing can change that. Lin Ke looked forward. Oh? Then open it. He wanted to unlock new abilities for the dark prison Gale cat. Maybe it could grant him a supreme luck buff. The dark prison Gale cat nodded haughtily and confidently tapped the middle light orb. Gooden bursting with excitement. Open sesame. Hummed the orb scattered, revealing a strand of black hair. Congratulations on obtaining extraordinary material. Ghost Bride's hair strand. The dark prison Gale cat froze. Ghost Bride's hair strand? What even was that? Lin Ke curled his lip. What is it? Just hair. A single strand of hair. Calling yourself lucky? You're basically a walking bad luck magnet. The dark prison Gale cat ground its teeth and twisted its neck. Gooden utterly unconvinced. That didn't count. One more try? With my divine beast status, how could I fail to get mere equipment? Open. The dark prison Gale cat tapped the second orb once more. Buzz buzz. The orb dispersed, revealing another curly strand of black hair. Congratulations on obtaining extraordinary material. Ghost Bride's armpit hair. Armpit hair? More hair. Dark prison Gale cat. Gooden sinks into emotional distress, falling into deep self-doubt. Where do I come from, and where am I going? What is the meaning of a cat's life? Lin Ke scratched his head seeing this. So it really didn't work. Sigh, one last try. Lin K pointed at the final orb. Gooden, do you think there's equipment inside this one? Gooden sneering. Humph, equipment? There's not even a strand of hair in this thing. Not a single hair to be found. Lin K tapped the orb. Buzz, buzz, buzz. The orb spread open, revealing a black cloak. Ding. Congratulations on obtaining black-grade equipment. Nightfall Cloak. Equipment name, Nightfall Cloak. Equipment quality, black grade. Equip requirement, level 7 or above, any class. Equip effect, physique plus 7%. Dark Prison Gale Cat. Lin K's eyes lit up. He got equipment. Then realization dawned on him. Gooden, I think I've figured out how to use you properly. The Dark Prison Gale Cat stared at Lin K in confusion. Lin K grinned. The reverse selection method. Whatever you pick will give nothing. Whatever you reject will give great loot. Gooden, you are the absolute king of bad luck. Gooden thoroughly confused. King of bad luck? That sounds really impressive. Lin K, you're still just bad luck incarnate. Gooden completely shattered, howling toward the sky. No, this cannot be true. I am not bad luck incarnate. Lin K rubbed the Dark Prison Gale Cat's head. All right. Look on the bright side. You are at least a reverse luck charm. You put on the Nightfall Cloak. Soft light flickered, and the Nightfall Cloak merged into Lin K's body, completely invisible from the outside. Display status panel. Name, Lin K. Class, Summoner. Talent, Super Soul Resonance SSS. Level, LV7. Title, The Swiftest One Hidden. Physique, 62 plus 12 plus 7%. Agility, 68 plus 15 plus 5%. Mental power, 50 plus 11. Skills, Shadow Sneak, Phantom Shadow Slash. Shadow Clone Equipment. Nightfall Cloak black grade. This instance had yielded huge gains. He had leveled up to level 7 and obtained the Nightfall Cloak. Most importantly, he had gained the Shadow Clone skill. Lin K could now fight with 12 copies of himself. He wondered what rank Shadow Clone was. Lin K believed that even if it was not God ranked, it was at minimum epic ranked. That bronze grade skill book was nothing in comparison. Let's go, Gooden. Time to leave the instance. A flash of light sent Lin K and the Dark Prison Gale Cat out of the Ghost Bride instance. This instance would remain here until more and more people discovered it. Eventually, official Huaxiao authorities would add it to the official instance registry as a public instance. There was still plenty of daylight. Lin K planned to kill monsters on his way back to town. Same old routine. The Dark Prison Gale Cat fought monsters up front, while Lin K looted the corpses behind. Meanwhile, a large crowd of people approached from afar. They were high school students, boys and girls, still youthful. We didn't invite Lin K to our graduation gathering. Do you think he will be upset? Han Schwerer said. Lin K awakened the most useless class, Summoner. Why would we invite him? Exactly. A useless summoner would only drag us down. Right? Only Class Monitor, who awakened the Berserk Warrior class, is talented enough to lead us to level up. Absolutely. The Monitor is already level 4. Incredible. Truly a once-in-a-generation genius of Red Maple High School. Basking in his classmates' praise, Lu Zihao adjusted his gold-rimmed glasses, beaming with pride. You all overpraise me. It's not that I don't want to invite Lin Quebec. It's just that summoners are too weak. What if he gets killed by monsters? Who would take responsibility? Exactly. Han Schwerer clung closely to Lu Zihao's arm. At the mention of Lin K, malice flashed across her eyes. Lin K, you wretch for striking me. Once I stay close to Lu Zihao, you will learn how costly that slap was. She spoke in a sweet, affected tone. Monitor, I heard you scored 680 points in the college entrance exam. Are you holding your admission banquet at the luxury Dihao Hotel? Her words stunned the other students. Wow, 680 points. I only got 430. I'm so jealous. Is he the city's top scorer? Absolutely. The exam was so hard this year. 680 might even get him provincial top scorer. Han Schwerer leaned against him. Monitor, please look out for me in the future. Lu Zihao chuckled and tipped her chin. You understand me so well. Of course I'll look out for you. Han Schwerer blushed and gave a coquettish protest. Oh, you're so annoying. Lu Zihao cleared his throat and spoke loudly. Everyone, come to my admission banquet tonight. Private room 999. Wow, the Monitor is so generous. That's Dihao Hotel, the city's only 6-star hotel. So lucky. He's rich and amazingly talented. Life really is unfair. Han Schwerer said coldly. We are fortunate. Just imagine being an orphan like Lin K and awakening a worthless class. Her voice trailed off as she froze. Right in front of them appeared a terrifying monster. Dense black, killing aura swirled around its body. Its amber vertical pupils brimmed with ferocity. With one paw strike, it tore a 3-meter-long flame lion in two. Crack! Its terrifying claw strike split open the ground and slammed into a huge boulder nearby. Boom! The boulder shattered completely. Everyone, including Lu Zihao, stared in horror, their faces drained of color. Han Shuer trembled so badly she could not even run. This monster was terrifying. Just its gaze sent icy chills down everyone's spines. Quick, run! Someone shouted, and the group turned to flee. Don't run! Lu Zihao shouted. Turning our backs will get us killed. Han Shuer swallowed hard. Then what should we do? Lu Zihao gritted his teeth. Fight. There are more than 30 of us. Attack together. You're right. Let's fight. Numerous skills were unleashed. Dual water arrow. Roaring fireball. Ground spikes. Lu Zihao channeled all his power into his heavy sword and unleashed the full power strike of a level 4 berserk warrior. Dual sword chi. Colorful skills streaked through the air and engulfed the dark prison Gale Cat. Boom, boom, boom. The dark prison Gale Cat did not even bother dodging. It let all the attacks land on its body and narrowed its eyes comfortably. Gooden is confused yet thoroughly relaxed. Why are these strange humans giving it a massage? Lu Zihao and the others stared in terror. None of their attacks had even scratched a single hair of the monster. This was horrifying. Was it level 10? Level 12? Why would such a terrifying monster appear in Red Willow Beach? It's over. We cannot even break its defense. Wah, we're going to die. Mom, I don't want to die yet. I haven't even held anyone's hand. Hearing the commotion, Lin Kei walked over. Huh? What a big gathering. Are you all playing with my pet? Han Shuer and the others were dumbfounded. Lu Zihao's eyes widened. What? You say this terrifying monster is your pet? Impossible, absolutely impossible. How could such a fearsome monster belong to the useless Lin Kei? Just now, none of their attacks could pierce its defenses. Han Shuer scoffed contemptuously. Lin Kei, now is not the time for your empty boasts. Do not provoke it, or we will all die. Other students also tried to persuade him. Lin Kei, don't get us killed. Step back slowly, do not anger it. Foolish Lin Kei probably has no idea how dangerous this monster is. Lin Kei looked at them as if they were idiots and waved toward the dark prison Gale Cat. Hiss. This sight made Lu Zihao's group gasp in shock. Lin Kei, stop courting death. Don't provoke it. Ugh. What are you doing? The dark prison Gale Cat slowly walked toward Lin Quebec. It's over. Lin Kei has angered the monster. He is doomed. Yet the next moment, the dark prison Gale Cat rested its chin in Lin Kei's hand. It narrowed its eyes in pure enjoyment. Gooden feels wonderful. This is the first time its master has scratched its chin. Gooden wonders what these strange humans are doing. Should it kill them all? They look dim-witted and quite annoying. Lin Kei. Hold off on killing them. A sovereign's blade does not strike worthless heads. Gooden stirred with excitement. That line is so cool. It shall be my catchphrase from now on. Meow, meow, meow. A sovereign's claw does not strike worthless heads. Lin Kei rolled his eyes at the dark prison Gale Cat. You didn't pay copyright for that line. Lu Zihao and his companions stared in utter shock. What was going on? Why was this terrifying monster letting Lin Kei scratch its chin? Could it really be Lin Kei's pet? Lu Zihao could barely believe his eyes. Lin Kei, is this truly your pet? Lin Kei shrugged. Yeah, isn't it adorable? No more hiding. I'm laying my cards on the table. The monster terrifying you half to death is my little pet. Lu Zihao swallowed hard, complex emotions flickering across his face. Everyone said summoners were the weakest class. How could Lin Kei possess such a fearsome summon? Perhaps he had some special encounter or awakened a powerful talent. In that case, Lin Kei might prove useful. It was wise to keep on decent terms, just in case he was needed someday. Lu Zihao forced a smile. Lin Kei, I'm holding my admission banquet tonight at Dihao Hotel. Come join us. Han Shuer frowned and whispered. Monitor. Even if his summon is somewhat strong, he himself has no real combat power. He is still useless. Why invite him? Lu Zihao shot her a cold glance. You know nothing. Be quiet. He turned back toward Lin Kei and repeated the invitation. Come along. All our classmates will be there. It's our final graduation gathering. Lu Zihao's intentions were plain. Even if Lin Kei's summon was powerful, Lu Zihao was a mighty warrior and the city's top scorer with 680 points. Inviting Lin Kei was doing him a favor. He wanted Lin Kei to witness his glory. This was how one won people over. Lin Kei thought for a moment. Sure. You guys go ahead. I need to sell these monster materials first. He patted his bulging urea sack, stuffed full of materials from level 5 monsters and higher. Lu Zihao glanced at the sack and smiled faintly. All right, take care of your business. See you at Dihao Hotel. Lin K nodded and hoisted the urea sack over his shoulder before walking away. The dark prison Gale cat cast a cold glance at Lu Ziheo's group and followed. Gooden, dim-witted fools. A sovereign's claw does not strike worthless heads. Oh, meow hiss. The group shuddered from the cat's stare. Lu Ziheo put on a brave front. Calm down. It's just an unusually large cat. It's getting late. Let's head to Dihao Hotel. Lu Ziheo led the crowd onward. Han Schwerer huffed angrily. That Lin K must have done that on purpose, using that cat to scare us. The other students quickly agreed. Absolutely. That cat was nothing special. I only used 30% of my power with my skills earlier. Same here. Poor Lin K, forced to hunt monsters just to scrape by. Look at that tattered urea sack. It must be full of worthless junk. Summoners are doomed to scavenge for scraps. Han Schwerer felt great satisfaction listening to everyone mock Lin Quebec. Lu Ziheo played the peacemaker. We were classmates once. Don't say such things to his face later. Got it, monitor. We know what to do. Soon, Lu Ziheo's group arrived at Dihao Hotel. The towering building glittered luxuriously. A golden crown ornament sat atop the roof, magnificent and imposing. 10 uniformed hostesses stood by the main gate and bowed in unison. Young Master Lu. Welcome to Dihao Hotel, young Master Lu. The other students were stunned by the extravagant sight. Lu Ziheo merely nodded slightly. Lead the way. At that moment, an elderly man in tank-style robes walked past while talking on the phone. Hey, old Li, it's me, Su Qingyang. I'm telling you, this year's provincial top scorer is from your Red Maple High School. Make arrangements tonight. The Vice Minister of Education and many university professors will attend him. Lu Ziheo froze, wild joy surging through him. Was that the renowned academic master Su Qingyang? He said the provincial top scorer was from Red Maple High School. Lu Ziheo had already inquired about all exam scores in the school. He himself had the highest mark. That meant Han Schwerer caught on instantly and exclaimed excitedly. Monitor, you are the provincial top scorer. The rest of the group realized it too. Wow. Incredible, young Master Lu. Congratulations on being provincial top scorer. Monitor, I want to follow you from now on. You are the pride of our city. Lu Ziheo waved his hand, trying to look calm. Hey everyone, keep it low-key. It's only the provincial top scorer. I saw this coming a long time ago. Also, this news hasn't been officially announced yet. Don't leak it to anyone. Han Schwerer and the others nodded in agreement. Lu Ziheo picked up his phone and dialed his father, Lu Yutao. Dad, I've got the news. I'm this year's provincial top scorer. Red Maple High School is going to hold a celebration gala, and the Vice Minister of the Education Department will come to present me with an award. Hurry up and call the principal. Tell him we'll book the Imperial Hotel to host the celebration banquet for the school. Half an hour later, 2 red airships hovered in front of the Imperial Hotel. A huge banner hung between them, bearing bold calligraphy. 10 years of diligent study, claiming victory today. Congratulations to Red Maple High School for claiming the top spot in the college entrance examination. A 10-meter-wide red carpet stretched all the way to the hotel entrance. Boss, what do you think of the setup? A female secretary in a black silk skirt business suit spoke to a middle-aged man. The man wore refined clothing and carried an imposing aura. He was Lu Yutao, chairman of Wusher's largest transcendental materials trading company and Lu Ziheo's father. Lu Yutao shot a glance at the secretary. What did I tell you last night? One must aim big. Replace the banner immediately. Get the largest size available. The secretary blushed slightly and adjusted her gold-rimmed glasses. Understood. Lu Yutao ordered. Send red envelopes to every media outlet in the city. Within 10 minutes, I want the whole province to know Red Maple High School has produced the college entrance exam top scorer. Right away, boss. Lu Yutao stood in the square, brimming with pride. His son was the provincial top scorer. The grander the occasion, the better. He wanted everyone to know the Lu family had raised an outstanding talent destined to soar to great heights. Boss, Principal Li from Red Maple High School has arrived. As the words fell, a stretched Lincoln pulled up at the hotel gate. Bring Ziheo out to greet the guests. Lu Yutao instructed the secretary, who left at once. Lu Yutao strolled forward unhurriedly. The doorman opened the car door, and Li Ming stepped out to shake hands with Lu Yutao warmly. He was slightly plump, over 50 but energetic, exuding an air of erudition. Boss Lu, thank you for sponsoring Red Maple High School's graduation ceremony. Lu Yutao smiled. No need for formalities, Principal Li. They're practically our own children after all. What's more, our school has produced the provincial top scorer. The whole of Wusher can share in this honor. Shortly after, the doorman's continuous announcements rang out. Director of the admissions office of Huaqing University has arrived. Director of the admissions office of Jingbei University has arrived. Academician Su has arrived. Vice Minister of the Education Department, He Guangtai has arrived. Lu Yutao beamed. Principal Li, our distinguished guests are here. Let's go welcome them. Meanwhile, the secretary fetched Lu Zihao. Han Shuer stayed close by his side, unwilling to leave. Lu Zihao leaned toward the secretary and whispered quietly. His words made the secretary cast him a bashful glance. Lu Zihao said condescendingly, My father is getting on in years. I have far more energy. Come to my room tonight, and we can talk more. The secretary nodded with soft eyes. Han Shuer's face flushed crimson. Monitor, you're so shameless. Just then, Lin Ke walked in. He wore a simple t-shirt and jeans, completely out of place among the elegantly dressed socialites around him. In his hand, he carried a woven fertilizer sack. His dark prison swift cat had gone off to hunt monsters again, so he would need to collect the loot later. Sigh, such a plain life of picking up monster materials. Han Shuer sneered upon seeing him. Look who's here. It's the guy who rummages for scraps. Lu Zihao walked over with a haughty expression. You made it, Lin Quebec. I suppose you've heard. My father booked the entire Imperial Hotel for our school's celebration banquet. Lin Ke gave him a thumbs up. Our monitor is truly a generous philanthropist, wealthy and open-handed. Lu Zihao asked, By the way, how much did you get for everything in that sack? More than 5,600. I only sold some level 6 monster materials, Lin Ke replied. I kept the dropped equipment for myself, and I also got a bronze tier skill book. I plan to put it up for auction at the right time. Speaking of which, your family runs a materials trading business, right? Could you help me sell the skill book? Han Shuer stared blankly for a moment before bursting into laughter. You sold things for 5,600? And you even have a bronze tier skill book? Are you trying to make me laugh to death? Lin Ke, that pile of junk in your sack wouldn't fetch more than a couple hundred coins at most. Lin Ke did not hold back. Have you lost your mind? Do you really want me to slap you in front of everyone? Han Shuer stepped back in fright, instinctively touching her left cheek. Lu Zihao did not take Lin Ke's words seriously. Every man wanted to save face after all. At that moment, the doorman called out. Representatives from number 3 High School Zhou Yuheng and Guanghui High School Li Bai have arrived. Lu Zihao's eyes lit up. He abandoned Lin Ke and hurried forward. These two were elite talents from their respective schools. Zhou Yuheng was a heavy sword warrior and Li Bai a shadow assassin. Both held promising futures. Greetings, fellow students. Lu Zihao stretched out his hand with a wide smile. I'm Lu Zihao from Red Maple High School. Zhou Yuheng shook his hand casually. Zhao Zihao, do you know Lin Ke? Li Bai scanned the surroundings restlessly, clearly searching for someone. Lu Zihao's mouth twitched. It's Lu Zihao. He was filled with confusion. Lin Ke? I know him. He's right over there, but he's just... Thanks. Zhou Yuheng and Li Bai exclaimed excitedly and rushed straight toward Lin Ke. Lu Zihao stood frozen. What was going on? Could it be these two geniuses had a grudge against Lin Ke? Lin Ke sure had made plenty of enemies. Zhou Yuheng and Li Bai trotted over to Lin Ke, looking somewhat nervous. The sight of Lin Ke instantly slaying the masked spider demon had left an indelible impression on both of them. Senior. Greetings, Senior. Zhou Yuheng grinned and shook Lin Ke's hand enthusiastically. Remember me? I'm Fatty Zhou. We met once in the secret realm. Lin Ke nodded calmly. I remember. The heavy sword user whose blade shattered when you attacked the masked spider demon. Zhou Yuheng forced a bitter smile. That's me. Li Bai quickly stepped forward, uneasy. Senior, I must apologize to you. With that, he bowed at a 90-degree angle. I acted recklessly back then and caused you trouble. I'm truly sorry. Lin Ke patted Li Bai's shoulder. Young man, everyone makes rash mistakes when they're young. Just be more careful next time. Actually, I ought to thank you for holding it off so I could strike first. Otherwise, I would have missed lunch waiting for you two to finish fighting. Li Bai smiled wryly. Truly worthy of being a senior. While they struggled to defeat the masked spider demon, all he worried about was missing his lunch. The doorman's voice rang out again. Representative from number 1 High School Nangong Qingyuan has arrived. Nangong Qingyuan. Lu Zihao brightened and hurried forward once more, leaving Lin Ke behind. Nangong Qingyuan was a peerless genius from number 1 High School. She had awakened the battle mage class alongside an S-rank talent. Lu Zihao had also learned she was Academician Su's only personal disciple. She possessed top-tier background, talent, and strength, bound to rise rapidly. In the distance, the tall girl with a ponytail walked in, instantly drawing every gaze. Hello, Nangong. Lu Zihao put on what he thought was a charming smile. I'm Lu Zihao from Red Maple High School. I booked this venue. Nangong Qingyuan did not spare him a glance. Her clear eyes swept across the crowd. Where is Lin K? Lin K? It was Lin K again. Lu Ziheo's smile froze on his face. How could a top genius like Nangong Qingyuan know Lin K? And she was asking for him the second she arrived. Wait, why was everyone looking for Lin K? Nangong Qingyuan flicked her ponytail and walked straight toward Lin K. Lin K, we meet again. Lin K's eyes lit up. Nangong Qingyuan wore an off-white windbreaker today. Her graceful figure stood out as she walked. Lin K said earnestly, Nangong, I suspect you awakened the supermodel class. A faint smile tugged at Nangong Qingyuan's cold face. You're just being glib. Zhou Yuhing spoke up. Hey, have any of you checked your exam scores? I can't look mine up. Li Bai looked at him like he was an idiot. Are you out of your mind? Those of us ranked in the top 10 of the province have our scores kept confidential for now. They won't show up. Zhou Yuhing heaved a sigh of relief. Right? I thought my information wasn't registered. Senior Lin K, which university are you going to? Can I follow you? Li Bai said. It will definitely be Jingbei or Huaqing. Seniors like you can choose whichever you want. I haven't decided yet, Lin K answered. University was not a pressing matter for him. He leveled up effortlessly anyway. Nangong Qingyuan smiled. It's fine if you haven't made up your mind. Truth be told, there is more to higher education in Huaxiao than the traditional universities everyone knows. Zhou Yuhing scratched his head. What do you mean? Li Bai looked equally confused. Nangong Qingyuan smiled mysteriously. Wait until universities come to recruit you, and you will find out. At that moment, Lu Ziheo pushed his way over. Hee, you all seem to be having a great chat. Why don't we head inside and sit down to talk? Sure, Zhao Ziheo, Zhou Yuhing agreed. Lu Ziheo's lips twitched violently. It's Lu Ziheo, not Zhao Ziheo. Zhou Yuheng, Li Bai and Nangong Qingyuan had already surrounded Lin K and walked into the hotel lobby. The hall was luxuriously decorated. Dazzling Swarovski crystal chandeliers hung overhead. The front rows were occupied by leading figures from the education sector. Seated in the center were Vice Minister Lin Zuodong and Su Qingyang, together with admissions directors from major universities. The second row held business and political elites from Wuxi, most of whom were business partners of the Lu Group. The remaining seats were for teachers and students of the school. Lu Ziheo hurried to catch up. He pointed toward the front seats. 3 of you, reserved seats, are up front. But when he turned around, no one was listening to him. Nangong Qingyuan and the others had followed Lin K to a corner and were chatting animatedly. Lu Ziheo gritted his teeth and consoled himself. It was fine. He could afford to be humble now. Once the vice minister announced him as the provincial top scorer, everyone would be scrambling to curry favor with him. He forced on a professional fake smile and sat down beside Zhou Yuhing. Nangong Qingyuan suddenly turned to Lu Ziheo. Zhao Ziheo, I heard your family runs a transcendental materials trading firm? Lu Ziheo was flattered. That's right. My surname is Lu Zi. Well, never mind. Is there anything I can help you with, Nangong? I'm looking for an ice-type skill book, either iron tier or bronze tier, Nangong Qingyuan said. Zhou Yuhing's eyes lit up. Are you learning your second skill? Second skill. Lu Ziheo was shocked. One could only learn a second skill upon reaching level 5. Nangong Qingyuan was truly a genius to hit level 5 so quickly. He had hired over 30 players to help him grind monsters, yet he was only barely level 4. Li Bai scoffed. It takes at least level 6 to make proper use of a bronze tier skill, not level 5. The mental power of a level 5 cultivator cannot support casting bronze tier skills. Lu Ziheo swallowed hard, stunned. Level 6. How could anyone level up that fast? Zhou Yuhing gave a thumbs up. Amazing, Qingyuan. I'm only level 5. Li Bai nodded. Same here. I just learned my second skill yesterday. Lu Ziheo stared at the two, dumbfounded. What kind of monsters were these people? Zhou Yuheng turned to Lin K. Senior, what level are you? Lin K had not wanted to join this conversation, yet all eyes were fixed on him. He was about to reply when a notification echoed in his consciousness. Dogslayer defeats level 7 heavy armored rhinoceros. Experience plus 80. Summoner experience plus 160. Ding. Congratulations, Summoner. You have advanced to level 8. Lin K said, what a coincidence. I just hit level 8. Level 8. Li Bai and Zhou Yuheng's pupils shrank. Their breathing grew rapid. He leveled up like he was riding a rocket. Nangong Qingyuan looked utterly surprised. She had not imagined the gap between herself and Lin K would be this vast. Lu Ziheo burst out laughing, unable to hold it in. Lin K, you useless nobody, stop spouting nonsense. Level 8? Why not claim your level 80? Nangong Qingyuan sighed softly. Clearly, I still have to push myself harder. So, Zhao Ziheo, can you find an Ice Mage skill book? Ice magic was an extremely rare branch of magecraft, a mutated derivation of water magic. Not one mage out of 1,000 awakened ice affinity. On top of that, the skill book needed to match Nangong Qingyuan's battle mage attributes. The task was far from easy. Still, Lu Zihao refused to lose face in front of Nangong Qingyuan. If he succeeded, he could build a closer connection with her. Give me a moment, Nangong. Ice-type skills are rare, but nothing is out of reach for the Lu family. He snapped his fingers gracefully and called over his secretary. Activate top priority access. Find an iron tier or bronze tier ice skill book. I want it placed before me within 10 minutes. Understood, young master. The secretary left at once. Lu Zihao elegantly picked up a wine glass, swirled the liquid gently, and sniffed it, looking satisfied. This aroma can only belong to the 1984 Left Bank vintage. Everyone, let me propose a toast. Lin Ke waved at him. Young Master Lu, that glass you're holding is the pomegranate juice I just poured. Lu Zihao fell silent. 10 minutes later, the secretary solemnly set a sandalwood box on the table and opened it slowly. Young Master, after great effort, we have located an Iron Tier Ice Skill Book. Skill name, Ice Spear rank, Iron Tier class requirement, Ice Mage description, condense an Ice Spear forward, dealing damage equal to 1.5 times mental powered. Lu Zihao felt triumphant. He pushed the box toward Nangong Qingyuan proudly. Nangong, mission accomplished. Nangong Qingyuan stared at Ice Spear, looking hesitant. Li Bai sighed. It's a pity. Bronze tier skills are the optimal choice for level 6 mages and benefit long-term growth. An iron tier skill will always leave room for regret. Lu Zihao shook his head haughtily. Bronze tier? I say this without boasting. If the Lu family cannot find something in Wuxia, it does not exist. Zhou Yuheng clicked his tongue. True enough. Ice skill books are incredibly rare, priceless yet hard to obtain. Lin Ke could not stand by and watch any longer. He had not intended to intervene, but this would affect Nangong Qingyuan's career growth. He could not let it slide. You're looking for a bronze tier ice skill book, right? I happen to have one. Nangong Qingyuan's eyes lit up. You do? Lu Zihao froze for a second before laughing loudly. Lin Ke, do you think this is some online novel? A bronze tier ice skill book? My Lu group searched all over Wuxia and found nothing. You have one. If you really do, I will pay double its price and give it to Nangong free of charge. Lin Ke smiled faintly. You mean every word, right? Prepare to dig deep into your wallet, monitor. He pulled an item out of the woven sack and slapped it onto the table. A bronze tier ice skill book. Skill name, Bursting Ice Cones rank. Bronze tier class requirement. Ice Mage description. Form 3 ice cones to launch at targets. Upon impact, they detonate, dealing damage equal to 2.5 times mental power. The secretary gaped in shock. It really was a bronze tier ice skill book. How could such a precious treasure be casually tossed into a woven fertilizer sack? Their iron tier skill book had been carefully stored in a sandalwood box by comparison. Zhou Yuheng exclaimed. Wow, senior is amazing. Judging by the description, this is top tier among bronze tier skills. Li Bai looked on with envy. Good heavens, that damage multiplier is almost comparable to silver tier skills. Nangong Qingyuan was equally excited. This ice skill possessed an outstanding damage coefficient and perfectly matched her battle mage attributes. Lu Zihao was stunned beyond belief, staring wide-eyed. How is this possible? The mighty Lu group had searched all of Wuxia and turned up nothing. So how could a nobody like him have it? But skill books could not be forged or counterfeited. Lu Zihao's face darkened. Lin Ke, how did you get hold of a bronze tier ice skill book? Lin Ke smiled. I told you earlier. It dropped from a monster I hunted. What's wrong, young Master Lu? You wouldn't go back on your word, would you? Lu Zihao glanced at Nangong Qingyuan and snorted. My word as Lu Zihao is unbreakable. Well said. Lin Ke picked up the pomegranate juice and mimicked Lu Zihao's gesture of sniffing it. Then I propose a toast. As our generous young Master Lu promised, he will purchase this skill book at double the price and present it to Nangong free of charge. With that, Nangong, the skill book is yours. Nangong Qingyuan put away the skill book and smiled gently. Thank you, Lin Quebec. Thank you too, Lu Zihao. You're a decent person. Lu Zihao replied. You flatter me. Lin Ke went on. Young Master Lu, this bronze rank ice-type skill book has a market value of around 200,000. Double that comes to 400,000. Time to pay up. Gritting his teeth, Lu Zihao pulled a black card out of his pocket and held it out to Lin Ke. It's merely 400,000. I couldn't care less about such a sum. You just got lucky to get your hands on such a top-tier skill book. Lin Ke cheerfully took the card and slipped it into his pocket. Young Master Lu truly is a generous benefactor and an example to us all. Many thanks for your generosity. Li Bai and Zhou Yuheng could no longer hold back and burst out laughing. Lin Kei's maneuver was absolutely brilliant. Lu Zihao's face darkened, his heart aching fiercely. That was 400,000 whole credits. He'd spent 2 months falsifying accounts to siphon that money out of the family group. And in the end, it had all ended up in Lin Kei's pocket. Calm down. Stay calm. This was just the start. He was the provincial top scorer in the college entrance examination. 400,000 was nothing, just money spent on fireworks. He then shot a glance at his female secretary. The secretary nodded and walked over to Li Mingtao. Principal Li, we may begin. Li Mingtao stood and slowly walked onto the rostrum. Reporters in the audience immediately sprang into action, camera flashes flickering nonstop. Poised and clear-voiced, Li Mingtao spoke. Respected Deputy Director He Guangtai, distinguished guests, welcome to Hongfeng High School's 26th graduation gala. First of all, I would like to thank Chairman Liu Yutao for fully sponsoring this graduation gala. Liu Yutao rose to his feet and bowed warmly to the crowd. Applause erupted. Li Mingtao continued. Thanks to the joint efforts of all teachers and students, our school has achieved outstanding results this year. Most notably, we have produced this year's provincial top scorer in the college entrance examination. The venue erupted in commotion at the announcement. The vast majority of attendees had no idea this bombshell piece of news was coming. Wow, our school is incredible. Who is it? Who's the top scorer? It has to be Lu Zihao. Word is he scored the highest, 680 points. 680 points? Even with how tough the exam dungeon was. No wonder his father sponsored the whole gala. He's building a stage for his son. Nearly every student and teacher turned their heads toward Lu Zihao in the corner. Lu Zihao smiled and nodded to acknowledge everyone. He carried himself as if he had already claimed the title of provincial top scorer. Zhou Yuheng scratched his head in confusion. Strange, why is everyone looking at Lu Zihao? Li Bai shrugged. No clue. Nan Gongqing Yuan turned to Lin Kei beside her. Congratulations on becoming the top scorer. Lin Kei waved his hand. Ah, it's just an empty title. I'd rather get some tangible scholarship money. Up on the rostrum, Li Mingtao said excitedly. Now, please welcome Deputy Director of the Education Department, He Guangtai, to announce the provincial top scorer. Thunderous applause filled the venue. He Guangtai stepped onto the platform. His burly build made him look more like a military officer than a deputy director of the education department. He raised a hand to quiet the crowd and smiled. It is my great honor to introduce this year's provincial top scorer. This student put on an extraordinary performance inside the college entrance examination dungeon. We have rewatched footage of his monster hunts countless times, and we are utterly amazed. Even Senior General Zhang personally commented that this young man will one day become a pillar of our nation. Boom. The crowd exploded once more. Heavens! Senior General Zhang has spoken so highly of someone. I've never heard Senior General Zhang praise anyone like this before. If only I could be the top scorer. I'd give anything for a luxury downtown apartment. You certainly know how to look out for yourself. Lin Kei pondered inwardly. Oh, they recorded the moment I killed the ghost-faced demon spider? There really were surveillance cameras inside the secret realm. Hope this doesn't get me into trouble. I should have held back a little. Lu Zihao's grin widened. He never imagined he would earn Senior General Zhang's recognition. He was one of China's great warlords. A single word from him could shake the entire Northwest military region. If Senior General Zhang took him on as a disciple, Zhou Yuheng and Li Bai would be insignificant. Nan Gongqing Yuan would eventually fall for him. Liu Yutao's face glowed with delight. He quickly instructed his secretary. Prepare an expensive gift at once. I will go visit Senior General Zhang right after the gala. If he could gain Senior General Zhang's support, the Liu family would rise to unprecedented heights. Back on the rostrum, He Guangtai boomed. Now, I will announce. The provincial top scorer for this year's college entrance examination is Lu Zihao's cheeks flushed with excitement. He stood hastily, straightening his ornate battle robes, ready to embrace his moment in the spotlight. Many students and teachers turned toward him, looks of envy on their faces. He Guangtai finished his sentence. Lin Kei, examinee from Hongfeng High School. Silence. A deathly hush fell over the entire venue. Liu Yutao's smile froze on his face, his eyes wide with shock. Lu Zihao was struck dumb, his face turning ashen. He slowly twisted his head toward Lin Kei, completely unable to believe what he had heard. Lin Kei? How could Lin Kei be the top scorer? Under countless gazes, Lin Kei stood up from his seat and walked slowly toward the rostrum. Nan Gongqing Yuan, Zhou Yuheng, and Li Bai applauded warmly. They wholeheartedly believed Lin K deserved the title. Lu Zihao clenched his fists, glaring at Lin K's retreating back, his face dark with rage. Students and teachers in the stands chattered nonstop. Unbelievable. Lin K really is the top scorer. Who was saying it was Lu Zihao earlier? Haha, that's a brutal slap to the face. That's nothing. I heard Han Schwerer fought with Lin K to seize his recommended admission spot just a few days ago. Now Lin K is the provincial top scorer. Wow, that's hilarious. Han Schwerer must be consumed with regret. In the crowd, Han Schwerer stared at Lin K in stunned shock, her mind going blank. No, this cannot be true. Lin K is a summoner. How could someone with such a mediocre occupation become the top scorer? Wait a minute. What if summoner was merely a cover? Was Lin K testing me? Damn it. Why didn't I see through it back then? I need to fix this immediately. He used to indulge me. If I reconcile with him, there must still be a chance. Lin K stepped onto the rostrum. Su Qingyang, seated in the front row, smiled. Young man, we meet again. Lin K promptly offered hearty praise. Senior Su, you truly see everything coming. Su Qingyang laughed loudly. Well said. Lu Yutao stood nearby, seething with anger. It felt just like spending a fortune on betrothal gifts and putting on endless smiles for a wedding, only to find someone else taking the bride's place at the end. Deputy Director He Guangtai clapped Lin K on the shoulder, his voice resounding. Lin K, it's wonderful to finally meet you in person. I have watched the footage of you defeating the ghost-faced demon spider more than 20 times. He was clearly a strength-type warrior. The force of his slap nearly knocked Lin K off balance. Lin K forced a smile. You overpraise me, Director He. He Guangtai pulled an item from his coat and handed it over. This is a reward from Senior General Zhang. I hope you take his words to heart, strive forward, and grow into a valuable asset to our nation. Lin K looked closely. It was a pale blue spatial bracelet. Even the cheapest spatial bracelets cost at least 150,000 credits. The bracelet held out by He Guangtai was clearly far above ordinary goods. Gasps rippled through the audience. Good heavens, it's a spatial bracelet. Worth hundreds of thousands at minimum. This came straight from Senior General Zhang. Hundreds of thousands? You're dreaming. It is a symbol of status. I'm filled with envy beyond words. In the corner, Lu Zihao's eyes widened. His teeth ground together. That should have belonged to him. Thank you, Senior General Zhang. Thank you, Director He. Lin K solemnly accepted the spatial bracelet. It felt cool against his palm, like a gentle spring breeze. Perfect. With this, he would no longer need large sacks to carry monster materials. Lin K slipped the bracelet onto his arm and focused his mind. A storage space appeared in his consciousness. 50 cubic meters in size. Lin K was astounded. How much could something like this cost? 500,000. 800,000? Senior General Zhang was incredibly generous. He then noticed something stored inside the space. A thick white booklet with no writing or patterns on its cover. What could this be? He recalled He Guangtai's words. The bracelet was Senior General Zhang's gift, and he urged Lin K to understand his intentions. That meant the white booklet was likely left behind by the general himself. What secrets did it hold? Lin K burned with curiosity. Still, he could not pull out the booklet and examine it in front of everyone. He would study it thoroughly once he left. He Guangtai said, Lin K, say a few words to everyone. Lin K began speaking. First, I would like to thank our generous sponsor Lu Zihao for fully funding this graduation gala. Lu Zihao, I swear. After the award ceremony, stage performances began, yet few people paid attention. Lin K had hoped to slip away quietly, but admissions officers from prestigious universities had already surrounded him completely. Lin K, Huaqing University sincerely invites you to enroll with us. Jingbei University boasts the nation's top warrior and mage programs. Zhejiang University possesses the most advanced dungeon simulation facilities. Lin K was considering whether he could negotiate some favorable terms when Nan Gongqing Yuan walked over. Dear professors, I need to take Lin K with me. I trust there will be no objections. She flashed a black, covered identification document. The admissions officers immediately fell silent. They regarded Nan Gongqing Yuan with visible deference and quickly stepped aside to clear a path. Nan Gongqing Yuan put away the document and pulled Lin K through the crowd. Lin K muttered to himself, now this is unexpected, a beauty coming to my rescue? Nangong, what document did you show them just now? Nan Gongqing Yuan replied, student ID. Lin K, do you take me for a fool? Where are we going? Someone wants to meet you. They walked out the back entrance of the Imperial Hotel and into a side alley. Night had fallen, and city lights glowed all around. A tall figure leaned against a street lamp smoking. When he spotted Nan Gongqingyuan and Lin Ke, he stubbed out his cigarette and walked toward them. Streetlight cast light across his rugged face, framed by a thick beard. Teacher Zhao. Lin Ke realized who it was. You wanted to see me? It was Zhao Kai. Zhao Kai grinned. That's right. I am also an admissions officer. I hope to recruit you to Wushi Vocational College. A vocational college? Further my studies? Lin Ke's mouth twitched. Teacher Zhao, are you suggesting I turn down Huaqing and Jingbei to attend a vocational college? Lin Ke's summoned beasts could level up and evolve automatically. University education was not strictly necessary. Still, he was not naive. Everyone knew which option was superior between top national universities and a vocational college. Zhao Kai seemed to read his thoughts. Enroll with us, and you will receive an official government employment position. Lin Ke scoffed. Just a position? The top universities are the dream of countless people. One should follow their aspirations and venture boldly into the world. Zhao Kai said, full social insurance and housing fund from day one. 30,000 monthly salary, meals and accommodation included. Lin Ke instantly grabbed Zhao Kai's arm. Why didn't you say that sooner? Let's go complete the enrollment procedures right now. Zhao Kai smiled. What about following your aspirations and venturing boldly? Lin Ke replied. Aspirations? Can aspirations put food on the table? Full benefits, 30,000 a month with lodging and meals provided, plus an official position. What more could he ask for? Government employment positions grew increasingly valuable with each passing year. Even many university professors failed to secure permanent public sector roles. Zhao Kai laughed. Look how eager you are. But I must warn you, our college sets very high entry requirements. First, you must finish your summer assignment. Second, you need to pass the entrance assessment. Both requirements are mandatory. Lin Ke scratched his head. Summer assignment? I am about to enter university, and I still have summer homework? Did I waste 3 years of high school for nothing? Zhao Kai confirmed. It is straightforward. Within 10 days of vacation, clear at least 3 beginner dungeons. Only fighters level 5 or higher could enter beginner dungeons. Successfully clearing one was an enormous challenge. Many professional warriors remained stuck below the threshold even after reaching level 10. This summer assignment was far from simple. Lin Ke smiled upon hearing it. Sounds easy enough. No problem. After all, his summoned beast dog Dan would handle all the dungeon clearing. What exactly does the entrance assessment involve? Zhao Kai said, come register in 10 days, and you will find out. He pulled a black identification card from his pocket and handed it to Lin Quebec. This is your temporary student ID. It confirms your admission to Wushi Vocational College. If you fail the entrance assessment in 10 days, this card will be revoked. Lin Ke examined the card. Black cover, printed with his photo and personal information, stamped with the official seal of Wushi Vocational College. It looked completely ordinary. I'll see you in 10 days. Zhao Kai waved and walked away. Lin Ke held up the ID toward Nan Gongqingyuan. Nan Gong, this looks familiar. Nan Gongqingyuan smiled, but said nothing. Lin Ke said, it seems you were admitted to Wushi Vocational College long ago. I suspect you've been keeping an eye on me, plotting something. Nan Gongqingyuan rolled her eyes. Please, you wish. With that, she turned and left. At that moment, Han Shuer hurried out after them. She wore a neat casual outfit. Lin Ke, please listen to me. Han Shuer caught sight of Nan Gongqingyuan's departing figure. Even from behind, she carried an outstanding aura. Had she already gotten close to Lin Ke? It made sense. He was the provincial top scorer, bound for great achievements. Few young women could resist such prospects. Thankfully, she had arrived in time. Han Shuer shot a cold glance toward Nan Gongqingyuan before looking at Lin Ke with a hurt expression. Lin Ke, let us reconcile. I have always cared for you. I never truly intended to seize your recommended admission slot. I only wanted to test whether you would consider me and show genuine care. Lin Ke said. Test me. Sorry. Only the nation and its people have the right to test me. You can leave now. Han Shuer's eyes welled up, ready to use tears to sway him. Lin Ke said sharply, leave. Don't force me to drive you away. Han Shuer glared at him resentfully and fled. Lin Ke sighed with irritation. The girl was endlessly bothersome. He could not imagine how his past self endured her. No matter. He had valuable monster materials to collect. Earlier, Darkwind Shadowcat had hunted countless monsters, and their remains were worth a fortune. Now that he owned a spatial bracelet, he could haul everything with ease. Meanwhile, inside the Imperial Hotel lobby, all gala guests had departed. Only Lu Zihao and Lu Yutao remained. I'm furious. Lu Zihao swung his heavy greatsword and hacked the rostrum to pieces. That useless Lin K stole my title as provincial top scorer. Everything I planned came to nothing. Lu Yutao kept his composure despite his anger and sipped red wine. Enough. This is not the time to lose your temper. Besides, a provincial top scorer means little. Our family holds vast wealth and influence. Just then, a bodyguard dressed in black rushed inside. Sir, something terrible has happened. Lu Yutao frowned. What is it? The bodyguard spoke nervously. Lu San, the man transporting the dungeon scroll, has gone missing. Moreover, the dungeon has been activated near the salt flats. Lu Yutao flew into a rage. What? Incompetent fools. Can't even handle such a simple task. Investigate immediately. Find out who is responsible. Whoever dares steal from the Lu family is asking for death. Lu Zihao suddenly had a thought. Where did you say the dungeon was activated? The bodyguard answered. The salt flats. Lu Zihao's eyes lit up. Father, I know who did it. Lu Yutao asked. Oh, who? Lu Zihao sneered. Lin Ke. Lu Yutao sighed. This is not the moment to settle personal scores. Lu Zihao insisted. It really is him. This afternoon, several classmates and I hunted monsters near the salt flats. We crossed paths with Lin Quebec. The salt flats are remote. It cannot be a coincidence. Lu Yutao pondered briefly. Lu San was a level 9 assassin. Could Lin Ke overpower him? Lu Zihao said. Lin Ke may not be strong enough himself, but his summoned beast definitely is. That summoned beast was formidable. 30 of us unleashed our skills together and could not even scratch its defenses. Lu Yutao's eyes widened. Is that so? No wonder the boy became top scorer. He possesses an incredibly powerful summoned beast. Lu Zihao added. Lin Ke also had a bronze, rank ice, type skill book. That skill book might have dropped from inside that stolen dungeon. Lu Yutao's expression turned icy. Very well. It truly is that brat. He humiliated me publicly and robbed my dungeon scroll. Fine. This will not be forgotten. What promising young talent. Lu Zihao said angrily. Dad, Lin Chu holds the title of top scorer in the college entrance examination. It's difficult for us to make a move against him right now. Difficult? Lu Yutao let out a cold laugh. I have 100 ways to make him disappear without a trace. With that, he turned and left. Han Shuer walked in shortly afterward. She had failed to win Lin Chu over, so she had to come back and seek closeness with Lu Zihao. Otherwise, she would lose her reliable source of support. Lu Zihao glanced at Han Shuer, his gaze lingering on her face. Get over here now, kneel down. I'm in a terrible mood. It was 10:30 by the time Lin Chu got home. The trip had been extremely fruitful. His spatial bracelet was stuffed full of monster materials. The dark prison Swiftwind cat thought its level was still too low, so it continued hunting wildly in the wilderness, vowing to surpass Lin Chu. Lin Chu had no intention of telling the silly cat that he gained double experience from every monster it killed. After a quick wash, Lin Chu prepared for bed when he suddenly remembered the white booklet. It had been left behind by old John. What could it contain? As the thought crossed his mind, the white booklet appeared in his palm. Lin Chu flipped it open, and shock washed over him as he read. The pages recorded maps and land areas of every nation on Blue Star dating back to the day the game descended upon the world. Furthermore, the territory of every country had continued to shrink as time went on. The territory of the Eagle Nation had shrunk by 1/5. The nation of Stick had lost 1/3 of its land. The Sakura Nation had lost 9/10 of its territory. All its citizens were confined to one last small island, trapped by severe resource shortages and internal unrest. Huaxiao's territory had also decreased by roughly 1/10. All these lost lands shared a common pattern. The number of dungeons in those regions surged rapidly for a short period. On the surface, this should have been a good thing. Dungeons were the primary source of experience and equipment for Awakened. But as time passed, every area flooded with new dungeons gradually turned into wasteland, seized by monsters. If this trend continued, monster hordes would keep gnawing away at the territory of every nation. Lin Chu fell into deep thought. What connection existed between the sudden proliferation of dungeons and the fall of territory? That must be the true reason old John left him this booklet. He wanted Lin Chu to figure out the answer. Wait. Lin Chu suddenly recalled a news report he had read a few days earlier. It contained statistics showing that the number of dungeons appearing around Wu City over the past 3 years had skyrocketed dramatically. The suburbs outside the city were nearly encircled by dungeons. New dungeons had even begun appearing within the city limits. Could this be a precursor to Wu City's fall? A chill ran down Lin Chu's spine. If that was true, the 3 million residents of Wu City would face utter catastrophe. He could not afford to wait idly by. Lin Chu secretly resolved to investigate several dungeons the next day to uncover the truth. It also coincided with the assignment Zhao Kai had left him for the summer break. Early the next morning, Lin Chu was woken up by his summoning panel. Dog Egg slays level 7 Ironclad Rhinoceros. Experience plus 80. Summoner experience plus 160. Dog Egg slays level 7 Two-Headed Python. Experience plus 80. Summoner experience plus 160. Congratulations. Dog Egg has risen to level 7. Dog Egg brims with energy and lets out a roar. My level finally matches my master. Dog Egg is overjoyed, convinced it truly possesses the bearing of a divine beast. It contemplates claiming its own mountain territory and gathering a group of feline followers. Lin Chu chuckled. Silly cat. It was only level 7, while he was nearly level 9. Should he tell it that he earned twice the experience it gained? Better not. Let the hard-working cat hold on to its pleasant illusion. Lin Chu got up, washed quickly, and headed to the snack street to buy a pancake with 2 eggs. After all, he was now a newly wealthy man with 400,000 to his name. While eating his pancake, Lin Chu arrived at a public beginner dungeon located within the city. The dungeon had materialized in the middle of a road a month ago, right at the intersection of 2 main thoroughfares. Roads had been rerouted to accommodate the site for dungeon exploitation. Lin Chu looked ahead and saw a winding queue packed with people. The dungeon attracted massive crowds because it had never been cleared. Everyone hoped to claim the first clear reward and its generous bonuses. Named Clown Circus, this dungeon carried a maximum 5-star difficulty rating. It imposed strict entry requirements. Only those below level 9 could enter. Not even level 9 awakened could step inside. As a result, few teams of low level stood any chance of clearing it. Word spread that several awakened had traveled all the way from Magic City last week to attempt the Clown Circus dungeon, only to leave defeated. Lin Chu scanned his surroundings and spotted patrolling police officers. That was quite extraordinary. Was a simple dungeon really worth police deployment to manage the crowd? Lin Chu suspected there was more to the situation. He tapped a tall, thin knight wearing plate armor and holding a spear standing in front of him. Brother, is this dungeon this popular? Why are police officers here to maintain order? The knight sized Lin Chu up and whispered, Haven't you heard? Several murders have taken place nearby this month. Witnesses say the perpetrator imitates a clown, and the killings are extremely brutal. The police aren't actually here to manage visitors. Copycat murders modeled after clowns. This was shocking. What made it even more suspicious was that the crimes began around the same time the dungeon appeared. The knight then asked, You here to tackle the dungeon too? What's your class? Want to team up? Our group already has a heavy warrior, fire mage, priest, and assassin. We're just missing one member. Lin Chu shook his head. No team for me. I plan to clear it solo. The knight stared then laughed out loud. Solo? You must be joking. This is a full star-high difficulty dungeon. Most people only come to try their luck knowing they can't clear it. Going in alone, you might not even earn back your entry fee. You could lose your life. He gestured toward one side. See that group? They just retreated from the dungeon. For seriously injured, one lightly hurt. Lin Chu clicked his tongue. This dungeon was vicious indeed. Dog Egg finds this dungeon thrilling. It lets out an excited roar. This is the kind of dungeon worthy of a true warrior. All other dungeons only hold weak monsters. Let's go in. My claws are aching for battle. Lin Chu nodded. All right, I'll be counting on you later. He queued up and paid the 16,000 entry fee, wincing at the cost. That was why he avoided public dungeons until now. Entry fees were far too steep. If he hadn't received that generous donation the night before, he would never splurge like this. He walked toward the dungeon entrance and stepped inside. The dungeon administrator, standing nearby, froze. Wait, am I seeing things? Did someone just enter the dungeon alone? Damn it. Another casualty incoming. I'm never getting my safety bonus this month. The scenery around Lin Chu distorted violently. He stood in an amusement park beneath a starlit sky, with cheerful music drifting from afar. Ferris wheel, merry-go, round, pirate ship, roller coaster. Welcome to the beginner dungeon, Clown Circus. Dungeon difficulty, 5 stars. All deaths within the dungeon are permanent. Awakened, head to the circus tent at the center of the amusement park to activate the dungeon quest. Lin Chu summoned the dark prison Swiftwind Cat and walked toward the circus. A small zoo stood beside the path. Lin Chu glanced over and saw lumbering elephants, nimble monkeys, cute guinea pigs. Dog Egg lets out an excited roar. Are all of them targets? Tell me who to slay. One signal from you, and none will survive. Lin Chu. Calm down, Dog Egg. Don't get overexcited. Dog Egg performs a backflip. How can I stay calm with such an exciting dungeon? You're asking too much, Master. Lin Chu, fine, fine. Let's hurry to activate the quest. He quickened his pace with the dark prison swift-winged cat beside him and soon caught sight of the circus tent. It was enormous, capped by a colorful domed roof, resembling a giant yurt from afar. Cheerful laughter and chatter echoed from within. As Lin Chu reached the entrance, a ticket seller stepped forward to greet him. Welcome, sir. Purchase your ticket first. The price is one smile. Dog egg, the fare is ridiculous. Prepare to die. Thud. The ticket seller toppled backward, eyes wide open in death. Lin Chu was already accustomed to this. He stepped over the body and entered the circus tent. Inside lay a vast auditorium filled with spectators. A magnificent stage occupied the center. A clown in costume and vivid face paint performed magic tricks on stage, but every trick failed clumsily, drawing jeers from the audience. The clown grew increasingly furious, eyes filled with malice, baring its teeth. Ding! Dungeon quest activated. In 30 seconds, the clown will transform into a monster. Any living being infected by its laughter will mutate into a clown. Eliminate all clowns. Lin Chu understood the core logic of the dungeon. If more spectators escaped, fewer clowns would spawn. Afterward, he would only need to eliminate the remaining clowns to clear the dungeon. Countdown begins. 30, 29, 28. The clown on stage broke into wild laughter. The multicolored paint on its face swirled and transformed into rainbow-hued laughing gas drifting outward. The gas enveloped the front row spectators instantly. The front row crowd screamed in agony. Color spread across their clothes, their features warped, and their mouths stretched wide until they split toward their ears, forming hideous grinning slits. We are all joyful clowns. Who among you is not yet a clown? The mutated clowns lunged at the surrounding spectators. Panic erupted, and the audience scrambled toward the 4 exits screaming. Those people have gone mad. Run! Hordes of spectators surged toward the 4 passageways. 25, 24, 23. Lin Chu sat casually on a seat. Dog egg, move out. Dog egg. Lin Chu turned his head and saw the dark prison swift-winged cat unleash its shadow clones. 4 clones stationed themselves at each exit, blocking the fleeing crowd. 2 more charged straight into the audience stands, slaughtering newly mutated clowns. Dog egg slays level 5 clown. Experience plus 50. Summoner experience plus 100. Dog egg slays level 6 clown. Experience plus 60. Summoner experience plus 120. Lin Chu was stunned. Dog egg, what are you doing? Let those spectators escape. Dog egg scoffs. Absolutely not. If spectators escape, the number of clowns drops, and hunting becomes boring. Fewer clowns also mean less experience and a lower chance of loot dropping. Dog egg smirks. Master, you wouldn't want your rewards to shrink, would you? Lin Chu, now that you put it that way, you have a point. 10, 9, 8. Blocked by the dark prison swift-winged cat's clones, not a single spectator escaped. Every last one mutated into a clown monster. Dog egg grumbles in dissatisfaction. I should have sealed all exits earlier. Wasting 4 clones to guard passageways slows down my hunting. The moment all spectators transformed, the 6 clones charged fully into the stands and began the massacre. Dog egg slays level 6 clown. Experience plus 60. Summoner experience plus 120. Dog egg slays level 7 clown. Experience plus 70. Summoner experience plus 140. Dog egg slays level 5 clown. Experience plus 50. Summoner experience plus 100. Lin Chu frowned slightly. All were infected by the same laughing gas, so why were their levels different? He watched closely and quickly realized the truth. I see now. The more rainbow laughing gas a spectator absorbed, the higher level the resulting clown became. When clowns died, they dissolved into clouds of laughing gas once more. Lin Chu gasped. That meant laughing gas would keep multiplying, and the clowns would keep growing stronger. No wonder this dungeon held a 5-star rating. It could wear down awakened through endless attrition. Lin Chu tossed a sunflower seed into his mouth from his seat in the corner. Dog egg, speed up. The clowns will keep growing stronger if we drag this out. Dog egg snorts confidently. Just watch my tactics. 6 shadow figures darted across the arena. The clown's claws and fangs could never catch the dark prison swift-winged cat, each foe exploding into rainbow smoke upon defeat. As he munched seeds, Lin Chu searched for the original clown, yet it had vanished without a trace. Dog egg slays level 7 clown. Experience plus 70. Summoner experience plus 140. Item dropped. Black iron grade necklace. Blue wave pendant. Lin Chu's eyes lit up. Loot. He stood up, stepped over the bodies scattered across the stands, and picked up the blue wave pendant. Item name: Blue wave pendant. Item grade: Black iron. Requirement: Level 5 or higher, any class effect. 25% toxin resistance. Excellent treasure. Necklaces were extremely rare drops, and this pendant granted toxin immunity, a highly sought after defensive attribute. Lin Chu possessed strong base stats, but lacked equipment to resist poison. He put the blue wave pendant on at once. A cool sensation washed over his whole body, as if he had plunged into cold water on a sweltering day, refreshing and soothing. By this time, nearly 100 clowns had been slaughtered by the dark prison Swiftwind cat. Dog Egg complains it is far too easy. I haven't even unleashed my full strength, and they all fell. Get back up and fight me another 300 rounds. Right then, dense clouds of rainbow laughing gas swirled into a tornado engulfing the tent. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Lin Chu and the dark prison Swiftwind cat were wrapped in the gas and violently hurled outward. Man and cat were blasted straight out of the dungeon tent. What the hell just happened? The circus building rose from the ground immediately afterward. Its colorful dome morphed into a tall pointed hat, followed by painted facial features, a bulky costume, clad torso, and absurdly long limbs. The entire tent had transformed into a colossal mechanical clown, standing roughly 10 meters tall. Lin Chu and the dark prison Swiftwind cat had been fighting inside its stomach this whole time. Rainbow laughing gas billowed from its facial openings, spreading across the amusement park. Eerie, terrifying laughter echoed over the whole park. Boss encounter triggered. LV.15 mechanical clown. Lin Chu climbed to his feet and stared up at the towering boss. No wonder nobody could clear this dungeon. How could any awakened below level 9 defeat something like this? The dark prison Swiftwind cat grew instantly excited, launching a Shadow Gale Claw without hesitation. Dog Egg brims with eagerness. This boss is massive. I love it. Nothing beats fighting a giant foe. Clang. Shadow Gale Claw struck the mechanical clown's head, sending sparks flying. Lin Chu clicked his tongue. Truly mechanical, its skull was incredibly tough. Enraged, the mechanical clown tore off its pointed hat and rummaged inside for a weapon. First it pulled out a rabbit, then tossed it aside dismissively. The rabbit hopped onto the clown's head. Next came a billiard ball, which was also discarded. Boom. The giant ball slammed into the Ferris wheel, bringing it crashing down. Then it grabbed a roaring lion head. The mechanical clown shook its head and stuffed the lion head back into the hat. Its eyes lit up as it pulled out an enormous deck of playing cards. It spread all 54 cards into a fan. Every single card depicted a clown. Dog Egg laughs loudly. You want to play cards against me? The mechanical clown aimed the cards at the dark prison Swiftwind cat and made a firing gesture. Bang, bang, bang. 54 cards shot forward like bullets, cutting through the air toward the cat. 2 cards were seconds away from slicing it apart when the dark prison Swiftwind cat vanished from its spot. Sizzle. The cards buried themselves in the ground and exploded. The dark prison Swiftwind cat reappeared 10 meters away. The clown cards could track targets and continued chasing it. The cat evaded with successive blinks, yet the cards kept pursuing. Eventually, 5 cards sealed off all possible blink routes and sliced its body to pieces. No blood splattered, however. The shattered form dissolved into dark mist. Dog Egg grows more fired up, roaring with laughter. This boss actually has some skill. At the same moment, 5 dark prison Swiftwind cat clones materialized behind the mechanical clown and unleashed Shadow Gale / in unison. Boom, 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 boom. The mechanical clown shuddered violently, metal fragments flying off its frame. Its health bar visibly dropped by nearly half. Dark mist seeped out from the gashes torn open by the slash. Dark mist invades the body. Mechanical clown's spirit value continuously decreases. 2 to 1, 2. As a level 15 elite boss, the mechanical clown possessed immense spirit power. Still, sustained damage would eventually drain it to 0. As its spirit faded, its reaction speed and accuracy slowly deteriorated. Lin Chu had retreated over 100 meters away long ago. He reached into his spatial bracelet and pulled out a folding recliner, setting it on the ground. He lay back comfortably. Ah, this is nice. Lin Chu stretched lazily, adjusting into the most relaxed posture he could find. Hey Dog Egg, it's just big. What's taking you so long? Are you struggling? Planning to wear it down by draining its spirit? Lin Chu spat out a sunflower seed husk. That strategy is pretty passive. Dog Egg feels insulted. It raises a paw in anger toward you. Nonsense. I would never rely on attrition. I achieve victory through overwhelming power. Crush, crush, crush. Dog Egg enters a rage state. Skill damage increased by 100%. Lin Chu grinned at the sight. Go Dan has such a fiery temper. Sure enough, he flies off the handle at the slightest provocation and finally stacks damage buffs on himself. Hee, the dark prison Gale cat launches another assault, pushing the mechanical clown straight into low health. Defense increased by 200%. Seeing this, Go Dan curses out loud. Damn it, you're fighting dirty. Boosting your defense by 200%? Are you making me chip away at your health little by little? Clang. Just as expected, the Gale Nether Slash strikes the mechanical clown once more, only shaving a tiny chunk off its health bar. At this moment, the mechanical clown pulls a long balloon out of its hat and twists it into the shape of a cat in a few quick moves. Then it blows a cloud of multicolored laughing gas onto the balloon. Meow. The balloon cat instantly transforms into a demon spirit cat, identical in appearance to the dark prison Gale cat. Meow, meow, meow. The demon spirit cat clashes with the dark prison Gale cat. At the same time, the mechanical clown's health bar recovers visibly to the naked eye. Lin K shakes his head slightly as he watches. Go Dan, you're far too weak. Go Dan, locked in battle with the demon spirit cat, refuses to back down. This boss is genuinely tough. If you think it's easy, come fight it yourself. Heh. Lin K tosses away the sunflower seeds in his hand and stands up from the lounge chair. His messy hair flutters as he speaks slowly. Go Dan, let you witness the gap between you and your master. Watch closely. This slash will be spectacular. The moment his voice fades, 12 copies of Lin K materialize, surrounding the mechanical clown. Terrifying energy fluctuations envelop the entire amusement park in an instant. The next second, all 12 figures unleash Gale Nether Slash in unison. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. The mechanical clown's massive body splits apart and crashes to the ground, every cut smooth as a mirror. Its health bar, bolstered by the 200% defense boost, empties completely. The dark prison Gale cat stares in complete shock. Go Dan is utterly stunned. His master is unbelievably powerful. He isn't weak or cowardly at all. He simply didn't bother joining the fight. Go Dan is thoroughly convinced. He vows to train harder from now on, striving to catch up to his master's strength. Meanwhile, Lin K's 12 shadow clones merge back into one. This is his first time using the shadow clone skill. His only thought, exhilarating. 12 times his regular attack power, crushing all opposition effortlessly. Rumble, the broken body of the mechanical clown topples backward, sending clouds of dust billowing into the air. 3 light orbs emerge. At the same time, an announcement echoes across the entire dungeon. Ding! Congratulations to professional Lin K for slaying the dungeon boss mechanical clown and unlocking the first clear achievement. Clear time, 9 minutes and 35 seconds, recorded in the dungeon leaderboards. Reward, experience plus 2,000, bronze, tier equipment, clown top, hat times 1, bronze, tier skill times 1. Lin K levels up straight to level 9. The dark prison Gale cat trots over and rubs its head against Lin K's leg. Go Dan acts utterly obsequious. Master is incredible. I admire you so much. Lin K begins to earnestly lecture him. Go Dan, do you understand my intentions now? I made you fight alone because your strength is lacking. If you're weak, you need constant training. At the same time, all professionals struggling to survive inside the clown circus dungeon hear the dungeon announcement. Whoa, someone cleared it. I can't believe my eyes. He cleared it alone. Solo clear. Is this person even human? 9 minutes and 35 seconds? Has the dungeon glitched? I've barely stayed alive in this dungeon for 2 hours, and this expert finished it in 9 minutes. Lin K? Who is this Lin K? I've never heard of him. Lin K rubs his hands together and grins, ready to check his first clear rewards. First up is a piece of bronze, tier equipment, the Clown Top Hat. Equipment name, Clown Top Hat. Equipment grade, bronze, tier equip requirement, level 8 plus professional excluding warriors. Equip effect, 45% chance to resist mental attacks. This gear is fantastic. It's Lin K's first bronze, teardrop. As expected of bronze, tier equipment, a 45% chance to resist mental attacks, nearly half. Mental attacks are extremely difficult to block or dodge, and can only be endured using mental power. Professions such as illusionists and hypnotists can launch mental assaults. With this clown top hat paired with Lin K's formidable mental power, illusionists below level 20 will stand almost no chance of ambushing him successfully. What a treasure! Lin K puts the clown top hat straight on his head. Next comes a bronze tier skill book. Skill name, Blast Shield skill grade, bronze tier class requirement. Heavy warrior skill description. Charge toward enemies with your shield, dealing damage equal to twice your physique stat. Has a 20% chance to trigger a critical hit. The smaller the level gap between you and the target, the higher the critical damage. Cooldown, 30 seconds. Well, Lin K is stunned the moment he sees this skill. This skill is practically a godsend for heavy warriors. Everyone knows heavy warriors specialize in stacking defense, acting as tanks that soak up damage. As such, their offensive capabilities are fairly limited. Blast Shield perfectly makes up for this shortcoming. It allows heavy warriors to unleash devastating bursts of damage. Lin K lets out a delighted laugh. This skill book will definitely fetch a high price. Conservative estimate, no less than 200,000. Truly worthy of a full, starred difficulty dungeon. It generously rewards valuable loot. Lin K happily stores the skill book inside his spatial bracelet, then walks over to the 3 floating light orbs. Time to test his luck again. Go Dan, it's your turn. The dark prison gale cat hangs its head and trudges over reluctantly. Go Dan sounds dejected. Good heavens, Master is going to test my luck again. Someone come save this poor cat. Lin K. Quit moping. Plenty of others would give anything to have this opportunity. He points toward the first light orb. Go Dan, tell me, is there a pair of boots inside? Lin K already owns the Nightshade cloak, blue wave necklace, and clown top hat. He still lacks boots, a weapon, and a ring. So he specifies boots directly. He wants to test just how precise Go Dan's reverse luck ability can be. Go Dan forced into duty. Boots? There's not a single boot in there, not even a strand of fur. Well said. Lin K reaches out and taps the first light orb. Buzz, 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 a pair of boots materializes. Whoa, it actually works. Lin K is shocked, even by his own result. Does this mean he can obtain equipment of any slot he wants from now on? This ability is absolutely overpowered. Equipment name, Moonstride Boots. Equipment grade, Iron, tier. Equip requirement, level 5 plus any class equip effect. Increases agility by 8%. Not bad at all. Even though it is only Iron tier equipment, an 8% boost to agility is quite useful. He equips them immediately. Lin K instantly feels his body grow lighter. He steps backward, leaving a faint afterimage in midair. The effect is outstanding. Alright, next. Lin K points to the second light orb. This time he aims higher. Go Dan, tell me, is there a silver tier weapon inside? Dark Prison Gale Cat. Go Dan is shocked. Master, you're aiming way too high, straight for silver tier. Lin K nods. Exactly. Let's test your limits. Normally, silver tier equipment almost never drops from beginner dungeons, with a drop rate lower than 1%. Lin K intends to take a chance on that 1%. Go Dan takes a deep breath. Silver tier weapon? There's no silver tier weapon here, not even a strand of fur. Lin K swallows hard and taps the second light orb. Buzz, 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 blinding silver light flares up, revealing a dagger carved with runic patterns. Equipment name, Demon Blade. Equipment grade, silver tier. Equip requirement, level 9 plus any class. Equip effect, all attacks unleashed with the Demon Blade inflict paralysis and poison effects. Paralysis lasts 1.5 seconds plus user level minus target level seconds. Poison deals continuous damage equal to twice the user's mental power each second. Aya! Lin K erupts with joy. He actually got a silver tier piece of equipment. He managed to hit that 1% drop rate. It seems Go Dan's reverse luck ability is far more powerful than he imagined. Lin K grips the Demon Blade, grinning from ear to ear. This is a silver tier weapon. Most professionals above level 20 don't own a single silver tier weapon. Furthermore, the passive effects on this Demon Blade are extremely practical. The paralysis effect alone forces targets to stiffen for a minimum of 1.5 seconds, an opening that can decide countless battles. Now for the third light orb. Lin K is brimming with anticipation. I'm going to aim even bigger this time. The Dark Prison Gale Cat audibly gulps. Lin K. Go Dan. Guess, inside this orb, is there a silver tier ring that boosts summoning beast attributes? Hiss. The Dark Prison Gale Cat draws in a sharp breath. Not only is he asking for silver tier gear, Master has even specified the equipment's effect. If this appears, won't the backlash land on me? Lin K urges him. Hurry up and answer me. Go Dan. Go Dan feels nervous yet excited. Young cats should dare to take risks. Get exactly the equipment you want. Let's go. Go Dan snorts. A silver tier ring that boosts summoning beast attributes? There's nothing like that here, not even a strand of fur. Lin K holds his breath at this moment. If he can specify equipment effects, he will be able to freely collect ideal gear for himself in the future. Open. Lin K jabs a finger at the light orb. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Brilliant light washes over the area, and a silver beast-patterned ring emerges. Equipment name, Savage Pattern Ring Equipment Grade. Silver Tier Equip Requirement. Level 9 plus Summoner. Equip Effect. Summoning Beasts gain a 6% increase to all 3 core stats. Summoning Beasts gain 25% poison resistance. It really works. He truly can specify equipment effects. Perfect. With this power, Lin K can farm a complete set of gear perfectly tailored for a summoner. Lin K clutches the Savage Pattern Ring tightly, overjoyed. This ring raises all 3 core stats of his Summoning Beast by 6%, which means a total 12% boost for him. His Summoning Beast gains 25% poison resistance, translating to a 50% boost for himself. This is an all-around enhancement to his combat strength. Lin K slips the Savage Pattern Ring onto his finger, a wild smile spreading across his face. He next up, repeatedly clearing dungeons to farm equipment.